Disagree, the flagship, only on A2D Radio. Uncle Sweeps, Nick Delgazzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
What's up, family? This is Agree to Disagree, only on A2D Radio. We're all live from our own personal Real Talk studios. Every Sunday, we're brought to you by our doc. Make him yours. That's Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill, Princeton locations. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Doing remote services right now as a doc, and that's why he's the GOAT. So make sure you check him out. That's Dr. Paul Vidal, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Tom Arnone, Nick Delgazzo, Brian Wilson, Greg Milakovic. We're bringing you conversation today like we always do, sports or not. Later on in the show, we're going to have a fun game we're going to play, well, with each other, and you guys get involved too, but we're going to find out how smart this panel is. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? So Wilson's got questions. He's going to run it, and I'm concerned about my answers. I mean, I may have lied about my SAT scores for years, and we're going to really find out where we all stand on that. Crumb of the week, like we do every single Sunday, we'll bring it to you. Mine could be Greg, even though he's trying to be a gentleman. I'll let you know later on in the show. Eagles draft, what we're going to bring to you is our first three picks. I mean, to me, you can't really go any deeper than that. So we're going to try to bring you, our first three picks, which direction we go draft-wise when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles. And Major League Baseball, they're talking about a return. They're talking about ways they can get a return, and we're going to dive into that in a minute. But our poll question brought to you by Ambuck Services, 20% off. AMBUCK services.com, 20% off. You tell Michael Ambrose, A2D sent you. Simple. Gutters, gutter guards, gutter installation, all that stuff, and a lot of things outside your house as well. Decks, they do it all. They really do. AmbuckServices.com, 20% off. Tell them the boys from A2D sent you. Our poll question, you can vote on it. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. We're live everywhere. This quarantine sucks balls. Do you agree or disagree with the poll? Again, let us know on all them platforms. Chime in. We're going to read off your comments, questions, concerns on when the hell sports are ever going to come back. We're going to talk about it all. But to our poll, this quarantine sucks balls. Boys?
Agree.
Yes, agree. It sucks because obviously there's no sports, and it sucks for a lot of people financially, and it sucks for all them reasons. But in terms of staying home,
there's no social life. There's nothing.
Well,
you got to be cautious everywhere you go. My hands are dry from washing them too much. Shit sucks.
From washing them too much? That's why they're dry?
Shit is weak.
Yeah, Greg, if I was doing the other thing, I would have lotion. I'm not a dry guy. You're probably a dry guy, fucking weirdo. Jesus.
So to me,
guilty as charged.
What? Dry guy?
And a lefty, too.
Wow. A dry southpaw, huh?
Wow. Koufax.
Koufax. Done. You know what I mean? You get in, you get it done. It's real but this 14 sucking balls, I mean, we're all going to agree with, obviously. And for a lot, this dude, I swear, every time, he must have an alert, my father, when a show goes live. He must have alerts for the wrong
way. Put it on air. Put it on.
The call. He always wants
to
call.
Because this is going to be hysterical.
But this is part of why the quarantine sucks balls. But this quarantine sucks balls, I agree with, because everything has changed. Everything that life as we've known it has changed. But in terms of having to stay home, I'll stay home. I mean, but the other parts suck knowing you can't go anywhere, really. You know what I mean? That's what sucks. Staying home is staying home. But knowing you can't go anywhere and you're getting Groundhog's Day every day for a lot of us, I think that's the difference. I mean, that's the main reason it sucks. And then obviously there's a pandemic going on, so it sucks for that reason too. But in terms of staying home,
Well, you lean more towards the hermit side, so I'll give you that. I feel like I'm more of a social butterfly myself.
Giant.
feel like I
big one, too.
can't spread my wings, you know?
Giant.
Kid wants to
butterfly.
fly. I'm like,
Biggest- One of the biggest butterflies you ever seen.
I'm trying to think, what does he say in that movie?
Big fly.
What does he say in that movie? I'm a peacock. You just gotta let me fly, Captain.
All right, I'm letting you fly, but go ahead. I mean, I understand you're Mr. Social. You're still in your mid-20s, essentially, in terms of going out, and I get it for you. I get that.
In terms of going out.
I
That's
get
funny.
that's tough for you.
Jesus.
It's tough. Well, it's just factual.
I don't know if I'm in my mid-20s still. I will.
No,
I cut my own hair, Zach Burr.
I was
Thank
going
you
to
very
say.
much. I mean, it was just a 2. It's not really tough. Just, not that difficult.
Yo, fam, I'm digging this Twitch setup. Appreciate it, brother. Chrome. Hey, fellas, this sucks, but definitely necessary. Absolutely necessary.
Oh, absolutely. We gotta burn this bitch out.
Anthony Atis, how's everyone doing? So, yeah, I mean, I agree.
What up, man?
Sweeps, agree or disagree with the poll?
It's agreed. I mean, as much as I'm old as fuck. You know what I mean? So I don't, and I hate people. So I don't do as much as the average butterfly, so to speak. You know what I mean? So like going to events don't affect me one bit. All right, this is me. I love watching on TV. You understand? I got no desire to sit next to fucking jabronis, fucking virus or not, in stadiums. And like I said, it's other people's preference. Godspeed, Colonel Sanders. I mean, you go to anything you want to, all right? But I prefer to fucking watch from home. Now, concerts. I dig on concerts and stuff. Haven't been to in a while, but I mean, that kind of stuff. But that was already pre-virus. I already hated people pre-virus. You know what I mean? So this hasn't helped.
The disdain has grown. I
Yes,
get you.
this hasn't helped. This hasn't helped. But even me, my skin's crawling. I mean, I can't. There's no baseball. I gotta be bebopping and scatting. I can't fucking. I'm a night owl. I'll sit still at night, but I can't. I gotta be bebopping. I gotta do shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough not doing the daily routine that we're all so used to. And then you combine it with like no sports as well. It's a crusher. It's a crusher. So it's a double crush. And Greg, agree or disagree with the poll?
Or you could still be doing your daily routine. Sorry, Greg, 1 second. You could still be doing your daily routine and have no sports and not be able to do anything. I feel like it's almost worse. I wish I was sitting back and relaxing at home. I have to go to work and still I can't do anything. At least I'm making money, so I can't get that upset about it. But still,
I was gonna say, the financial ship is leaking oil. But I hear you. Yeah, absolutely.
Greg, agree or disagree?
No, I agree. And like Willie just pointed out, I'm still working, so I don't have to go through some of the mind-numbing boredness that everybody else is going through right now. So thankfully, I still have something to take my mind off of the normal stuff. But just because I'm working from home doesn't mean it's any better. I'd rather be out the office. Like Wilson, I'd rather be out running around, going to PJs on Tuesday nights, getting my wings, seeing my girls. This sucks balls. Communism sucks.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Crum says you're spot on. You're spot on, Tom. Saying it isn't the worst part. It's the fact that you can't go anywhere, even if I really wanted to. And that's what gets a lot of people. It's like, I have no problem staying in. Like, I mean, I like staying in with my wife. I like the fact that we're playing video games together. It's fun. But you know what I mean? At the end of the day, the not working is obviously on the back of, our minds in terms of our everyday. But staying home isn't the issue. It's knowing you can't go anywhere. It's knowing that, everything was sort of taken away from a lot of people right now. And that's what sucks. And that's what frustrating. And the sports comes second to all that, right? So then you add that on top of already some of the losses a lot of people in this country are already going through and worldwide. And then you take the sports away, which is a lot of people's outlets. That's the crusher. And that's why here we're going to keep bringing damn shows daily, every day, because people need it. We need it, right? I mean, if you take away, we can talk about different things. And the NFL is a huge need for a lot of us right now because there's still conversation, right? And people are still being able to conversate because they believe they're going to start on time and they're going to go through their process like they're going to start on time. So, family, still chime in about the.
That's all. And sorry, that's all we were just trying to say to people when we talk about sports. Like, we know it's bigger than sports. No, that's not even a question. All right, we know it's bigger than sports. All right, but the last time we had a national tragedy like this, 9/11. sports is an outlet. It's a place where you can disappear and not think about, the fucking bad stuff that just happened. You know what I mean? When everything is shut down like this, it's like you're fucking in a fucking rubber room. It's like you're in a fucking rubber room, dude.
No, it is. And that's the thing. And like I said, you take sports away too, and you're right on. The outlet for a lot of people and having that to look forward to throughout your day, especially if you are stuck at home, is huge. And I think that's going to tie into our main topic, which is Major League Baseball return and what they're thinking about doing. And what Major League Baseball right now is contemplating is quarantining their players, okay, over a 2-week stretch. And as they quarantine their players, and they're going to look to start in June, but they're going to look to start probably at spring training facilities for a lot of their teams. And that's the direction I believe they're going to go. Short travel for everybody, right? And they can sort of keep everybody away from everybody else is sort of their goal with it. But there's a lot that goes into it. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. Okay, that's all well and good. They could probably do it. I'm all for it, right? But one person, say you're a weekend to your spring training again, right? You're a weekend, and one person tests positive. Now you got to shut it all down for another 2 weeks and then have to restart the process again.
Well, how would they test positive, though?
Why? Why would you just get that guy out of there and then keep moving on? Just like a regular sickness and flu.
No,
like
because
if they're going to quarantine them and keep them away from everybody, I think that they're going to probably try to set this up pretty smart. I mean, smarter people than us.
It's not a regular
how are they going to? I mean, it's not just in the air. So if they keep them away from everybody and they quarantine them for 2 weeks, and they say, let's say, okay, that's the only people that are going to be. I mean, I understand there's going to be other people involved, but if you do that same thing with everybody involved, and then you don't let any guests in or whatever, obviously there's no spectators. I feel like you should be able to pull that off, right?
Listen, but the problem is that you're missing though is the way this is people are scared about this throughout the country, right? Remember, these aren't computers here. These are real people. When you talk about athletes too. So all I'm saying is one guy gets it. Now the same thing in the NBA. Everybody that guy played against essentially or has been on his team or shared a room with him, now they got to get tested.
And you saw it. You saw it once the testing came. So it's not like you just like, oh, one guy, get him the fuck out. You saw it. I mean, Donovan Mitchell had it. Then it just trickled down. So, I mean, it's a simple.
That was a month ago, though.
No, but it's going to be.
There was only 2 guys.
You think it's just going away, dude? Like, come on,
I'm
man.
not saying it's just going away. I'm saying people are getting tested now. It's not like if they're going to test everyone. Okay, obviously smarter people than me are doing this. If you're going to test everybody that's going to possibly be at that ballpark, right? And then you're going to say 2-week quarantine, right? Or 2-week quarantine, then we're going to test everybody, and they all test negative. Then how the fuck are they getting it? That's all I'm saying.
Because it only takes one person not to sit still, right? You know what I mean? Like you think everybody's just going to fucking sit still? Nobody's listening.
The thing is, Sweeps,
I see my fucking neighbor. They want to
run this. They have to listen.
I know that. I'm just telling you, nobody fucking listens, and that's the bottom line. It only takes one person. I see my fucking neighbors getting delivery, fucking face to face with a delivery guy. I mean, I don't know what to say.
No,
they're not even doing the no contact.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say. And I'm speechless with that. You know what I mean? So I hear you. All right. But at this point, if we're still looking for holes in this, I'm not sure. I know Greg's frustrated, but to say, it's just another flu and sickness, I think we're past that step. Come on, bud. I think we're
but if we're getting sports back, then that means that, as everyone said, the people smarter than us, the people that know more information, are realizing that we're past this part of global mass.
I don't think we're there yet, but I think in a month we will be.
I'm saying when we get to the point of getting sports back, we're back to something somewhat normal to where we can probably proceed normally.
Now, okay, let me throw this thing out there. And again,
is money winning again? Because money always wins.
So the thing is, I'm not smart.
It's important.
Okay, I wouldn't say I'm smart.
Hold on, this is important. You're talking about, okay, if one guy gets it, now there's the rest of the guys on it. These are just questions. Are the rest of the guys on his team then concerned, even in June? Like, oh well, I don't want it, so I'm blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna play now. And then there's the other question: how many guys? Because there's a union in baseball here, right? So how many guys going into this that maybe 20% of major league players aren't comfortable, they can't get it done. So there's a lot that goes into this too.
It's still a while from now, though.
I
hear you. But a lot can happen in the next month.
I understand that.
Now that they're testing a lot of people.
I'm just giving the other side to it, that it might not be as easy as we want it to be, because there's going to be some guys that are like, I don't know if I'm ready yet. That's why June might be too soon. It just depends on how all this goes, obviously.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I would ask Willie. And like you said, he didn't say he was smart. And you're not saying you have all the answers. I don't have any answers. I'm just asking a question as well. What the fuck is a month going to do? I didn't mean to curse there. Like,
well, okay, this is what I think. This is what I think a month can do. This is what I think. This is what I think a month can do, in my opinion. Again, granted, I'm not. There's people that are smarter than me making this decision, but if they just so they had a new test recently that they can determine in 5 minutes whether you have it or not, right? Whether you're positive or not. So why don't they just say? Obviously, this is easier said than done, but why don't we just say everyone has to get that test before they can fucking do anything over the next 2 weeks, or I don't like over the next month. Everyone has to be tested and come back negative. If you're positive, then obviously you're quarantined. Like, wouldn't that help more? I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, but
that's what I'm saying.
I think in the next, now that we're testing everybody and we're getting people quarantined, obviously there's going to be still people that are asymptomatic. They're going to give it to some people, but as the tests keep going over the next month and people are quarantined and staying away from each other, I think it's going to. They think it's going to get better. I think it's going to get better. I think it's going to be gone by June. I'm hoping. That's
where I get confused on the whole testing thing. And I would, like I said, you guys know the answer. I would ask you that if you know the answer. Like, they talk about that incubation period. Like, what if you get tested during the incubation period? Do you still test positive? You just don't. I mean, that's where I'm confused. You know what I mean?
No. Yes. No. You do. Yeah. Absolutely, you do. Now, you might not have symptoms, but you'll still test positive for it. Yeah.
Okay.
To me, the thing is, if once you get this test. So I'm not sure how far along we are. I know they said that test, the Amarin, not Amarin, whoever the company was that has that 5-minute test. If we're starting to roll that out more over the next couple weeks, it should be able to flatten the curve. Hopefully.
All I'm saying is that if they talk about a June start and it's a good idea, and they're talking about quarantining their teams and their
they're going to be optimistic, obviously.
But I mean,
without as quick as they want it to be.
Without a vaccine or a cure, like the curve, I think the curve idea was just to stop the hospitals from fucking overflowing. To try to. That's I think the curve they were talking about. I don't know.
No, you're right. But let's say, okay. I mean, it's tough to say that we just completely erase it.
Yeah.
But in the past, all these viruses in the past, when it gets hot, they've gone away. Granted, doesn't look like this one's going to, but you never know. It could still dissipate a lot. And if we have most people that got it quarantined, I don't know. I'm trying to be optimistic.
No, I hear you, but it's 110 degrees is what it needs. So,
how do you know that?
Read anything from the CDC.
I haven't heard that exact degree, but
it's there. It's 110 degrees. Why do you think
that's fine? I don't believe that.
Well, I think Dominican Republic's hot. They got 1,000 cases. So I mean, it's everywhere. It's not. This isn't something that just says, "Oh, I'm just going to pick on cold weather places." This is something I'm going to pick on everything. So all I'm saying is, I'm not even talking about that. I'm looking and being hopeful for a June start. And what I'm asking you guys though is, how many players at that time, if this thing is still being talked about all the time, and
the players ready to go, I think.
Hold on, and they're still not. I don't think every player is going to say, "Yeah," if this thing is still, because Major League Baseball
at the point that it's at now, I would agree with you. But maybe a month from now, it might be different.
But they're going to try to do stuff regardless. This is what everybody's missing. They're missing out on so much money. So regardless, all these professional sports are going to start trying to do something and figure it out, regardless on how this is going to the outside world.
I don't know about that to that extent.
Why do you
they're going to wait? They're going to wait until we start going down in cases. I mean, not like still escalating in cases.
They're going to try to push the envelope.
I can answer that with an opinion, only because I'm in that. I would fall into that category. Like, let's just say May 1st that high school baseball was back on, or whatever, school was back on, and they said, "Hey, see you at practice on May 4th." If I didn't feel like comfortable, I'm still gonna go, just because I have to. It's my job. You know what I mean? I don't have to. Nobody's putting a gun to my head, but I'm not gonna resign because I'm still worried about it. I'm just gonna go. You know what I mean? I'm just going to fucking say my prayers, eat my vitamins, and hope, you know what I mean, that we got a handle on this. So I would imagine that the pro athletes would do the same. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, you signed a contract. You got to show up. You know what I mean? You don't have
and
to.
They're chomping at the bit, so they're going to trust these guys on top.
So I'm not saying
these
anybody
guys to make decisions. If these guys say, hey, it's okay now, and we can go about like most of our normal life, then, hey, maybe it's okay. I'm going to trust them guys.
You also have to think, too, most of these guys, why we're not having any sports, aren't getting paid, especially like the minor leaguers and stuff like that. So we're at least not getting their full share. The pros, they're getting their money, right? The minor leaguers, though, aren't. So as soon as everyone says, hey, we're good, we're coming back, everyone's going to be chomping at the bit because they just want that paycheck again.
No, absolutely, guys are going to want the paycheck, but there's going to be probably a minority group of them that might not feel comfortable. But in terms of what Sweet said, I'm right there too. Like if baseball was back and they said, hey, we're playing tournaments and these tournaments open back up, I'm going to be there. You know what I mean? I'm going to be there and trust that people are making the right decisions and trust that everything, like you said, the way try to take care of your body with vitamins and other things and hope and take the proper precautions and hope that everything works out. So, I mean, I think the players are going to feel the same way. I do. I'm just asking the question, do you think there would be a minority that are like, I don't know, which could hold things up a little bit? Or do you think, nah, I don't think so. They're all going to trust it. And it seems like that's what you're saying, that they're going to trust it and buy in and because they're all chomping at the bit, which I get because we all are. But I just wonder when you talk about guys with families and other things, if they're going to question some things. I still think most guys would buy into it and do it. You know, and I think the same thing for the NBA and all that. But do you think Major League Baseball makes their decision first and goes through with it? Or do you think the NBA, just like they started the shutdown, do you think the NBA is the leader? Sweeps? Wells, Greg, what's your opinion on?
I think that no one's going to make anything until the curve's going up still until it's declining. I don't think anyone's going to make any decision. Once they start saying, hey, now we're having less and less, cases keep going up every day as they've been going up for fucking weeks now. Once they start declining is when I think you'll see this happening. And hopefully that's in the next month, and then I think they'll start getting into talk of starting everything up.
I know, but I'm asking you which pro sport out of the four major.
I think they're gonna do it together. They'll be simultaneous.
Okay.
I think they're going to make a decision like, okay, this is when we can come back. Yeah. They'll probably all start doing some practicing and shit first for maybe a week or two, and then they'll come back, like say beginning of June. Let's say June.
Yeah, at least the three majors, because NFL's, even though they have stuff going on in the off season, they don't start for a while. So the other two are trying to finish what they started, and baseball's trying to decide when the hell do we start and how abbreviated is it and stuff like that. So I mean, obviously, NBA is the world leader financially, and they made once that shoe dropped, everybody else followed, and it turned out to be, it's such a close contact sport, sweat, all that stuff, and they had a ton of cases, that we heard of. I mean,
that's why
I think that
would lead everybody back in, right? That's sort of my thought. Not like they want.
I think the first two back will be NASCAR and golf. Because they can pretty much do them without spectators at all.
Well, obviously,
you know what I mean?
I'm talking about a four major with a bunch of players on teams and all that.
Yeah, I think there'll be like a cumulative call where they'll all come back kind of together.
I mean, you're talking about locker rooms. I mean, it's a lot of people, man.
Yeah, that's why. But I still think the NBA leads to everybody back in, though. That's still my belief because they're like Sweep said. I yelled about it yesterday. They are the financial leader out of the four major, and the NBA, I mean the NFL, and the MLB try to bite off by going global, but the NBA was out there first, and the NBA makes a ton of money globally, and to me, they're sort of like the ones that are dictating this for pro sports, and I think they're going to be the ones that say, all right, we're ready to go, and then like you said, Wells, then I believe the others follow. Greg?
Yeah, I mean, I think the NBA is going to be first just because Silver's going to cry and bitch and moan that they were the first to go down. So he wants to be the first to go back so we can get the pub and to do that, But I do agree. I think they're all going to come back at somewhat the same time because hockey was also going on at the same time. And then baseball's trying to get started and was supposed to start during this time. So it'll be a collaborative effort, but Silver will make sure that the NBA is the first game back.
Yeah, that's how I feel as well. That's how I feel as well. Because they were like the leader in the clubhouse, essentially, for everything getting shut from other pro sports. They were the first ones to say, nope, we're out. And when everybody saw them say, whoa, one guy has it, you're all out. And everybody sort of was like, okay, we're gonna drop anchor as well here. And that's what you're seeing. Vincent Russo. They're saying on ESPN last night they're considering shutting down the NBA. So, and I know it's from Windhorse or whatever the hell he say his freaking name.
Windhorse is probably more accurate.
Yeah, but I think it's more or less they just have a contingency plan in place of if we get to this date and we don't have any end in sight, what is our procedure to shut it down? I don't think, what the article I actually read that wasn't clickbait explained it in that sense. Like, I think they have a June 1st type of, hey, what's our plan at June 1st? What are we doing? Do we have a start in mind? Do we have a plan in place? If not, then what do we have to do to then end up shutting it down for the year? And I think that's more or less what ESPN and these clickbait articles are determining. Not that they're actually going to shut down, because everybody wants to come back. Everybody needs that money and that revenue back from the TVs, from potential spectators.
Everybody in the
at some
world.
point. Everybody needs it to come back, so they don't want to shut down. And like I just said, Silver's got one of the bigger egos as all the commissioners anyway, so he wants it back. It's just they have a contingency plan in place.
What did they say in the article you saw? Like just playoffs? Like if they came back June 1st, would they just go right to playoffs, I guess?
Well, that's part of the determination. Yeah, they have a contingency plan of just playoffs, 10, 15 games, then playoffs, just to make sure that we can get some sort of,
legs
start
back.
up before.
Get your legs back under you.
Yeah, exactly.
No, and I agree. I agree with everything, cracking them, and I think,
I'm sorry.
The situation is it's when's it comfortable. Tony Frizinga is saying April 12th, estimated 1.6 million Americans will be positive for the virus. So then you wonder, like, okay, so if that's April, hopefully things can lower and flatten by June, where it all could make a summer rush.
I think it's going to keep going up for the next 2 weeks. Then maybe we'll catch a break and it starts decreasing.
That's 1.6 million, yeah.
Yeah.
But my point is I think that then you start to slow it down. I think you could see a June start for professional sports, and it might be a middle or late June, but I think it's still doable and still possible. I think baseball specifically, they could play 80 games. They can play 81. They could cut it all in half. They don't have, or they could go deeper into the year. But I think that deeper into the fall or winter. But I don't think they go that route. I think they cut their season in half, what they can get, right, and they move on with it. I think that's the direction they go, and they just pray for the TV revenue money, which they're going to get big time, even more so now because people can't go to the games. So now everybody's watching. You know what I mean? So now everybody's watching more. So
I'm curious to see the WrestleMania numbers from last night and tonight. There's another part of it tonight because I'm assuming they're going to be crazy high.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
a ton of people watching.
And I enjoyed it last night. I mean, it wasn't what it was. Obviously, it's not WrestleMania that you think of, but for what it was, I really enjoyed it last night.
Well, that's good. And you're somebody that watches religiously, so that's good.
The spectacle that is WrestleMania, I hear you.
I might check it out tonight.
It's like top. It's like doing the Super Bowl with nobody there.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Monday,
I guess they had to. I didn't watch last night, but I'm assuming they had to do a lot more like theatrics kind of deal.
Well, it was
to
taped.
Get the attention on the fact that there's no pumping of the crowd.
Well, they still do it, which is awesome. That's the part I really like because you get to see which people in the ring truly are, good at what they do, right? But a lot of it was taped a week and a half ago. You know what I mean? Like nothing's truly live. It was taped a week and a half ago. But it was definitely, you could tell there's definitely parts that were produced and edited and stuff like that. And that's fine because that's what you knew what you were getting to this weekend.
Now you're seeing it without the fans. It feels probably more like the soap opera that it actually is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The male soap opera. You know what I mean? It's entertainment. Don't get me wrong. It's awesome. But, without like you said, without that feel, it's more of like, all right, now where's the storyline? The storyline going? Like,
Yeah, it was funny. Like during the ladder match, you heard like Jey Uso like talking shit to the other guys, like, "Come on, let's go!" And like they were talking to each other, which you normally don't hear because you have the crowd and stuff like that.
Yep.
So John Coyle says it's a stretch, but do you think the MLB could go to an 81 7-inning doubleheaders?
I don't think that they're going to move the game from 9 innings to 7 innings to answer John's question, but I do think that they're exploring the option of playing a bunch of doubleheaders on weekends. I heard them say that. So hey, it's like the olden times. They used to play a bunch of doubleheaders back in the old times.
Man up.
Hey, let's play two.
Well, they're also
we love that. We love that, but sorry,
I do love it.
We love that, but the players' union will never go for that. So a few sprinkled.
It's not going to be like the 81-7 innings.
Yeah, exactly. A few sprinkled in here and there to get the season in. They're gonna have to take it in, absolutely. But 81, 14 innings. No, it's not gonna happen.
I would love them to. I love them to come out and say like every Saturday we're going to play a doubleheader. That'd be great.
I think that's what they're going to do, Wells. I think they're either going to go
or Sunday. Yeah,
they're going to try to go
Saturday
2
or
a week.
Sunday.
They're going to try to either go 2 a week or at least one. They're going to attempt to try to make up some games because listen, that's players' money too. You want to make up.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
So the players, to Sweep's point too, the players' union, some might say, "Well, I want the money back, so I'll play 2 and just expand my roster a little bit. Expand rosters. That's it. You expand rosters, and then you can have the ability to play more 2s. But with your rosters condensed, you can't play 2 a week. But if you expand it, give me 3 to 4 more relievers a week.
Well, they're definitely looking into that for sure.
And then give guys more jobs too.
30-man roster, 35-man roster. It is what it is. It's obviously we're in desperate times right now. So the traditional rules should go out the window. Everything should be talked about for a 1-season window. Like, hey, let's go with this for right now.
Anthony, it's free for the first month. Just get it and then cancel it. But it's the best $9.99 you'll spend. You won't even realize you're spending.
Can I tell you what's killing me right now? Is that this baseball team we expected here
another wave and it's over. Jeez.
with a fresh face to us and a baseball guy here and a lineup that we thought could be dangerous and a rotation that we were like, all right, well, we like our 1-2. We're happy there. We had question marks in our bullpen, but overall, we thought we were going to compete. Not compete for a World Series, but compete.
This year?
Yeah.
We could compete for a World Series if you get hot enough.
However you feel right now, because to me it's been taken away, so I haven't even. But at least to be a playoff team, compete to be a playoff team is my point, and taken away. And the more the fact that it really was taken away, was Girardi's been taken away from us because we just spent the last 2 years with a flat out crumb, and we finally got a breath of fresh air, and we don't even get to enjoy it in terms of that. And that's what's really crushing me as a Phillies fan is not being able to see that side of it. Like, hey, we got a baseball guy. We're gonna have the guys playing the same spots. You know what I mean? We're guys batting in the same spots. Like things are gonna be a little bit old schoolish. And it's sort of taken away, not just Philly fans, but all of us. But just speaking for a Phillies fan, that's what's killing me with baseball at the professional level. Is man, I really want to see this team with a new face. I was excited about Brian Price. I was excited about a new hitting coach. Just different voices and some guys with at least some backgrounds of common sense and not oils.
What do we always talk about in every sport? When you're 0-0, baby, everybody's got a shot. So that's the most exciting time. Is the start of the season. Everybody's optimistic. Obviously, there's teams that know they're going to be buns. I get that, but still, you could still have a roster full of
start hot in a good couple months.
You still could have a roster full of nobodies and still catch lightning in a bottle. So it's a beautiful sport, and it's killing us. So
this Phillies team has started in first place or been in first place 2 of the last years, and we didn't think this team was that good. And even with this buns of a manager, we were in at least first place. What was the highlight of Bryce ringing the bell the other night and Matt Cord saying, first place Philadelphia Phillies, like, what's going on here?
Yeah, they played, there was a baseball team that hung in the last 2 years and then collapsed at the end both years because of what I feel coaching as a whole for collapsing. Just tired of this, tired of the weirdness that came with this. And
coaching on a worn out pen.
Yeah, and he just worn out pen and terrible vocal leader, the worst in the history of professional sports. I mean, I just want to go back and listen to I want to cut up all the sound clips. I would love to spend the day just cutting them all up and putting a montage together.
You got time.
And be like, you play hard for this? Would you play hard for this? That's what I want to ask the people, because there's still defenders out there. Would you play hard for this? I want to send it to San Fran's owner. You would play hard for this? Did you listen to a word this guy said for 2 years? Did you listen to any presser? Maybe he's a good guy. Oh, he's a good guy. Great. He's a weirdo. And you would have thought he never played at the professional level, right? The way he managed, you're like, did you play pro ball? Were you here? You played pro ball. You still have no feel? Zero feel. So, I mean, San Francisco
zero feel.
But it's just like, man, it was such a breath of fresh air hiring Girardi, because we all begged for him. You know what I mean? Even last year, before we fired Kapler going into the year before, we were like, oh, maybe Girardi. And we were like, I don't know if he's going to come out of the booth, right? And then we got him. It's another big fish. And then, you're taking a year away from the big Harper lovers. You're taking a year away from that, and in a prime part of his career right now, which is,
it's not taking a year away. Right
now it is, Brian. Right now, I'm getting to take it.
I'm trying to stay optimistic, Tom.
I know I'm not there yet, but right now I'm saying this.
They call me Willie Optimistic over here.
This is what's being taken away right now.
Willie Vegas is out right now.
Yeah, Willie Guinness. He's got a bunch of nicknames.
I love Guinness.
On 2-day radio. He's got a million nicknames.
I do have a lot, and way too many.
Yeah, you got.
I do love Guinness as well. And Tom, I'm going to echo. Greg fucking beat me to it, motherfucker. Got to give it to you. Good work. This way, good work, Greg. But yeah, like even if your team stinks, like Sweeps is saying, start the season. Smell the grass, smell the fresh air, smell the grass. You get ready. Everyone's pumped. You start hot. You never know. Red started hot for years. Fucking, we started hot the last 2 years. You start hot. You got a good 2 months.
You don't have to worry about a collapse.
You're happy.
You don't have to worry about second half collapse. You can take that out of
back.
it. You don't have to worry about second half collapse if we get rolling in June.
Well, you never know. You never know.
It was funny that Marcus Stroman video out there, like just him throwing a pen and hearing the glove pop and the ball pop in the catcher's mitt. I was just like, please more.
I don't even know what that sounds like anymore, right? Like I don't even know. I never miss a sound more than just a battle than a ball for bat.
Cracking a bat, yeah, cracking
a metal. Even a metal. I'm more of a wood cat, but even a metal. Missed the metal swing too. Really missed the metal.
Wood guy.
It just sounds better. The wood just sounds better. But
well struck wood bat's the best.
It's just bats. Period. I just miss it. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Do you think things like the All-Star breaks and Pro Bowls end up getting canceled in hopes to catch up on lost time? Yeah, Ritz. I do. I absolutely do.
Well, the Pro Bowls for the NFL.
Yeah, that's not for so long. But the All-Star game for baseball, I think absolutely will be canceled.
Need a break. He's not a sports junkie. So
no, I know. I was just.
Or it could be moved to after the season.
Is he attacking?
Or just canceled. Yeah.
They should cancel the Pro Bowl even if there was no virus. So.
Yeah.
I'm not
the old virus-free cancel.
Yeah, so I won't make fun of you, Ritz. That's fucking life. That's facts.
They just make a one-up whenever the Pro Bowl comes around every year, just to make one up for a week. Well, we got something coming in hot. Might want to shut things down.
There's a Phillies encore against the Mets on right now, down 4-0 in the 6th. Jason Vargas dealing against us. I guess we're about to come back and win.
Which one? Which does it say the date? Is that the? I
don't know. It just says encore. We're down 4-0, bottom 6. Kingery's up. Vargas still on the mound for them, dealing. Who will be eventually becomes a Philly.
Is it a day game?
That might have been the first weekend, right? Is that when Edwin Diaz gives up like 5 in the 9th? That might be that game.
Hopefully,
because Edwin Diaz was horrible last year, so it was some point.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was opening weekend, but it was
June 26th.
Oh shit, that was
Brodo. I totally agree, buddy.
I think
totally agree. I was supposed to be. I had Hall of Fame seats for opening day. I'm so upset about that.
Well, you know,
one of the things I've been most upset about.
Hall of Fame Club's a good spot.
I know. What the fuck? This is my life. This is my life, Greg. I get Hall of Fame. I get opening. Usually, I'm opening day fucking standing room only. Fucking my buddy hits me up. Yo, I bought. He bought like the fucking whatever 12 game. I don't even know what he bought. But he's like they gave me Hall of Fame Club for opening day. I'm like, are you kidding me? He's like, you want to go? I'm like, obviously I want to go. This is in January. Obviously I want to go. And then this happens. Then they pull this fucking shit on me. This is my life in a nutshell. Unreal.
No, yeah. I mean, I was supposed to be in the opener, or at least one of them first.
At Miami, right?
In Miami, and then I had to cancel the airline tickets and everything that went into that.
That's crazy.
Everything that happened, and it was like it had to wait to the last second because this was before everything hit the fan. So you had to like make an early decision, and I made the decision not even to travel period down there. Unlike the spring breakers, had a clue we're not going to do this. Just give us our money back or let us book another time. But I was like, I'm not going to do it. And then obviously the baseball got shut down, and I was like, all right, well now I'm even more glad I didn't do it because I wasn't going to that because I was going to try to go to 2 games. It's Miami. You figure you're going to get cheap tickets and probably have a decent seat.
Welcome to Miami.
Stolen.
Bad Boys for Life. You can rent it now. Good movie. Do it.
Benvenuto, Ami.
And then I wonder what they do. With like tickets. The tickets that you had and how they do the schedule. Do they just pick up at a certain point from?
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing, Tommy. I got already have 2 different games I got tickets for.
It's going to be voucher soup. They're not in the business of giving back money. It's voucher soup.
How are they going to work? How are they going to work that though? Like if they don't play all 162, they're just going to give you tickets for another game, I guess, huh?
Yeah, they'll probably set up something online to where you can just do everything virtual, so that way they don't have to call in.
You go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just to say, and then for the season tickets, you probably get a credit towards the next year for re-upping.
Well,
the one I have an issue about is that we have tickets to when they're retiring Doc's number, which is supposed to be the end of May, and it's like, what? Well, I better get the tickets for when they actually retire his number. They better fucking pull that move, or else I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah.
Well, the other question is, do they just start up from the halfway point essentially? Right, they play half games, or
that's what I'm wondering too, Tommy. Like, they're just going to start in June, and then you just play the regular games that you have left.
I guess, right? It's probably the only way you can do it. They can't redo the whole damn schedule.
Like, I mean, they said they're going to try to do double headers, but I'm assuming they're probably just going to try to do like us. It'll be NL East double headers. You know what I mean? Like, try to get as many games against your own division as you can, because that way it's the best way to decide the division winner, obviously.
Yeah, 19 games in it.
Yeah, like I feel like I think they're going to do that. Like if you like the makeup games are going to be more NL East games than anything.
Yeah.
Plus there's less travel, so it'll be any division game. You know what I mean?
Yep. A lot of sweats.
What up, Spills?
It'll be interesting because the current schedule is set up with certain amount of off days and no double headers, and then going forward, it's tough because they sound like they're not going to have as many off days as we already alluded to earlier. They're probably going to expand rosters so that when you do double headers, less off days, the bullpens aren't as taxed, your pitching isn't as taxed. As you go forward with all these extra off days no longer there. So, I don't know if they will just pick up unless they're just adding random games in between a series, you know what I mean, just to get something in. Who knows?
No, I mean, I think these guys are going to be playing 7 days a week. I think the old, and playing double headers if they want to get most of their money, obviously, and want to play ball. I think that's what they're going to try to do. And like you said, all NL East would be double headers, and I think they're going to try to shoot for one a week. Maybe they give one off day a week to every team, but you just keep I guess you just got to keep, because you have to keep if you go to the last 81, you just got to keep the schedule the way it is, and then build in double headers. That's it. So if you have off day, you have an off day. But
it was 125 games is what I heard them say that they were shooting for. To have a 125 game season.
Yeah,
that's only missing like 30 games.
So without any off days, you got to expand the rosters because these guys, you'll be fucking exhausted. And I'm a guy that likes to play every day. Don't get me wrong, but if you're traveling all over the place, guys are going to need a puff. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
Absolutely. No, you're 100% spot on. You can't do it unless you expand it, because there's no way these guys are getting through that. It's not fair. But
striking out. Don't miss that.
But that's the question. So like on the usual off days at that back end of the schedule, right? Hypothetically, are they stay there, or do you build in now like NL East games, hypothetically, right?
Yeah, that's what I think they would do, Tommy. I think they would build in NL East games.
Rye says expand rosters, bring up Yep. This is when he gets his chance. For Spencer Howard.
I expect that to happen for sure.
Spencer Howard up as well. Bring them both up. And Anthony said I'd Flyers.
To jump on that, what Anthony just said real quick. One thing is like, if we can get started in June, now, I mean, obviously I'm optimistically here thinking that we can start everything in June, but if we can, like, this kills me Flyers wise, because they were on such a roll. Like,
oh my God. Yeah.
It's tough to think that they're just going to come right back to the roll they were on. But they were on such a roll that it's upsetting. But when you look at it from the Sixers' perspective, maybe this is a good thing, because they weren't on a roll at all. Maybe we got healthy. So you kind of double-edged sword this a little bit here. And I just want them to start back up in June. Can we get that? Can that please happen? Please, God. I don't even talk to you really ever, but let's let this happen, huh? One time. One time for the kids. One time.
And then with the Flyers, too, they should be getting healthy. You get JVR back from the broken hand, and then hopefully this time off for everybody, but also Nolan Patrick too, gets hopefully his head's able to stay right and get back, and then hopefully he's cleared for contact shortly thereafter we get back on the ice, and hopefully we get our one of our top players back right for a playoff run. But you're right, Wills. It sucked for the timing of the Flyers. That was the worst.
It's just a killer, because when you're playing hot hockey, that's when you win. When you go in playing hot, it's when you win.
Yeah.
And they were hot. They were the hottest team in the NHL. That's what's upsetting.
Yes, and for the Sixers, the positive is getting healthy, like a guy like Ben, right?
Absolutely.
You look at one of your best players, and you're like, well, we're not going to win without him, and to get him healthy, and then Joe's hand, if you think about it, that gets fully healed because he's not playing. So the hand,
even just clear their heads and get over the fact that they maybe had a worse season than they expected,
and then get it back right. I mean, I would love for a mid-June start for the NBA. I'd be all in. Play 2 weeks, and then you get into the playoffs. I'm all in.
Jake Friel with a solid question.
If the NBA season does get canceled, will the Sixers keep Brett Brown?
No.
Fire him.
I think they do.
I agree with Greg on this one. I think I don't like it one bit, but I think
there's no bad outcome to the season that would kind of force me to believe that they would fire him. He kind of got saved by the bell.
Yep. Anybody got that music right now?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I
don't like it. He's not fucking Jesse or Slater or Zach. He's not getting saved by the bell.
Well, no. I know what you're saying, but the guy also got fucking bludgeoned the first fucking 10 rounds, even though the bell saved him. Guy looks like Hitch. Looks like Hitch when he eat fucking shrimp.
Yeah, I think he stays just he gets saved. I really do, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
I think he gets saved.
I was just throwing that mojo out there because I hate his face and I'm tired of him. But I agree with you. You're both right. So.
Anthony, he's talking about the Sixers. I bet Liv Simmons, Ben Sister, has a better jump shot than Ben. Yeah, well, he may, but hopefully he's working on his. And then we're just getting healthy because I don't give a shit.
I was going to say, is he even healthy? We have no idea. But
I think he's.
Anybody hear anything? Anybody hear anything?
I think he's close, actually. They showed him. He had like a workout, some little working out thing that he had up like a week ago. He's close, I think. He would probably be close to coming back if they were playing.
Yeah, right. If the horse tournament would be this year's NBA championship, he's saying, yeah, I pray to God they don't even do the horse. Stay away from the horse. I don't need to say it. I could care less about the fucking horse. How do you even play it? You gotta make everybody shoot. Like I said, someone was like somebody was talking about how imagine if Ben had to be in the horse. I'm like, yeah, but or like against Steph Curry. And it's like, well, what if Ben just went out and did like between the leg dunks? Steph Curry wouldn't be able to do that. So how do you decipher that? How do you decipher? Oh, no dunks or fuck that. I got no time for that. I got no time for that. Bill. First off, that's not the last part of that's not true. China 5 months, us 1 month. It's been reported in the United States back in January. So and maybe even December. So guaranteed.
We didn't have a case in the U.S. until February, right?
No,
End of February.
There was cases.
No,
in January.
that's not true.
It is true.
The guy came back. The guy came back from Wuhan.
Yo, like I'm talking about actual cases in the U.S., not people that came back and were quarantined. I don't think there was no spread in the U.S. until the end of February.
The guy came back from Wuhan, was the first case in Washington State. Brought it back with him. That's like February. Yeah.
End of February, right?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I thought. I think that's what it was. But I mean, Bill, I don't look at it that way because China didn't know what was going on at first. They were saying they told us in December, this was a month and a half after they already had it, that it wasn't human to human applicable or whatever. Like you couldn't pass it from human to human. So they didn't even know until the first couple months of China. They had no idea. So at least we came in with an idea, I guess you could say. So maybe it won't take as long. Who knows? Who fucking knows? But
anybody who believes China's clueless. Not saying Bill.
Yeah, China's lying to us the whole fucking time.
Saying in general. But yeah, they did I did read somewhere where it was, January, but February might be it too. But they just said there was
I think they had people quarantined in the U.S. that came back from China that maybe had it, but they didn't have any people actually in the U.S. start spreading it until February.
This is what I look like. If it was in China for 5 months, okay, everybody just listen to that. If it was in China for 5 months, it was in the U.S. in fucking December. Everybody understand that? Everybody understand how much travel goes back and forth from China?
Yeah, but it was only in the one province of China at first. But I agree with you. I agree.
Everybody's gonna believe that. I don't even in the business of believing that. If it's in one province of China,
I think it was Wuhan. It was the Wuhan spill from Bill Gates' fucking lab. All right, I'm on top of that. I tell you what, I'm getting a little on board with that. A little on board.
Yep.
Rabbit hole.
I don't think I agree with this bat.
Forget the phone.
I'm a little on board.
It's gonna dial up on your wrist like
I'm a little on board. Bill Gates is the next thing. Now they're gonna say, you know what? We can put this chip in you, like you said, Tom, that tells if you're healthy or not for the rest of your life, and will also follow every move you make. It's coming. It's coming. I can see them. I see the gears spinning. The gears are spinning.
You take sports away, we start diving in.
This is what happens. This is the kind of person I don't like to be. This person. I don't like to be this guy, but this is the guy you get when you got me drinking Guinness and there's no sports. This is the kind of guy you get.
Rabbit holer. But no, back to the Sixers real quick. I think it would have been. It's a huge plus and shut down for them. I mean, you talk about a team that just wasn't finding their identity yet. Injury after injury to the big dogs. And then guys that needed to get help underneath of them. And the last time they all started off together, they were 5-0. So maybe they can start off hot again together. You know what I mean? Maybe that little fight can start off hot again together, and we can put a little something together. Maybe a little positivity. They go.
I would love.
Giannis
doesn't have a court in his house.
Tommy is such an optimist. You really are, buddy. He loves going back to the full roster. He loves going back to the full fucking lineup. I love you, buddy. I love you.
Well, they're all healthy. So, but Giannis, my main reason we're going to go East Conference Final, Giannis doesn't have a court in his house. Okay? Giannis,
yeah, but I'll tell you what.
Play around a court in his house.
What's not good is that Embiid looks sluggish to say after breaks sometimes, which could be rough.
A lot of Chick-fil-A, even though they're shut down, he knows people. But listen, at the fact of the matter is, he can come in out of shape. I just need a healthy Ben right now. You know what I mean? You can bring your fat ass.
Oh, well, he'll be healthy. Yeah,
I
think he'll be ready to go.
I'll take that lazy, that out of shape guy and a healthy Ben right now any day of the week. Is that both on the court?
I think that'll happen. I think the main thing is
we just play all home games. That'd be cool too.
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna happen. But it would be awesome if they just. I don't think they'll do this. I think they're going to go back and play some regular season games at least at first. Because I was wondering, would they just jump right to the playoffs in the hockey and basketball? I doubt they will, though. So they'll play some games, right? What do you think?
Yeah. I think there's not a preseason, but a finish to the regular season in a way where it might be a few weaker. Maybe
even if it's just 6 games or 8 games.
I was thinking 8 to 10. Get your legs back.
maybe 10. Because it sucks. Because the Eastern Conference is actually not that close, so it wouldn't matter as bad. But the Western Conference, there's 4 teams that could possibly take the 8 seed, And it's like, if you come back and you're like, hey, you only played 5 games, like, fuck, they're kind of fucked. But like you said, like Sweep said earlier, at this point in time, drastic times call for drastic measures. So you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't think
Ben has a
Ben has a
basketball court.
I don't think he does. I think he's living in like a penthouse or something in Philly or Camden to where you probably don't have a basketball
I
court.
just saw a picture of him outside with his dog the other day.
Who's that, Joe?
Could
Ben.
be outside.
He's
You
got
can
a
walk around outside.
backyard, his own
He's
fence.
in California. He's in California. He's in
Yeah, I
California.
think they're all in Cali, dude.
He's
They
in
all went to
California,
Cali.
buddy.
I don't know if Ben is.
They all went back to where they fucking spend their where their homes are, where they spend their off season. Pretty sure Ben's in Cali, dude.
I told you that theory. The old man told me one cunt here can fucking pull a tugboat. Fucking Ben is in California. You got to fucking sniff of it, buddy. He's there.
That's fine. He can be there as long as
I
he's
know,
healthy.
I'm just
I
telling
don't
you
give a
where
fuck
he's
where
at.
it is. Oh, I know. I'm in full. We're in full agreement here. He's in California. He's in California.
I'm not saying he's not in California. I'm saying he's got a basketball court. That's all I said. Greg telling me you don't have a basketball court. Oh,
He does it. She's got more money than God. He's probably
Yeah, I'm sure he's got a basketball court.
And he
he's
just
telling me you don't got a basketball court. All I'm saying, you guys don't have one. Ben does. I will put my reputation on there's a basketball court in L.A. wherever he's
Okay.
staying.
If he's in LA, then I give it to you.
Okay, you're back. Get that.
Where did you have him staying, Greg? He's
I
not
thought he
living
was still here in
Camden.
Philly.
Jesus Christmas. Greg's got him in Camden.
Bye, Lee.
See, Eileen, those Victor lofts are really nice.
Stop it.
Greg's got him at the practice facility.
Stop it.
He needs that jumper.
He's renting the attic.
Anti-AI.
staying at
Be upset.
Madison Square.
It's in my house, Ben. I sleep at the toe.
Hey, invite
What's the
him in.
matter with Chrome? Who's he?
You just throw
Oh,
Greg
no.
right out. Throw
Huh?
Greg right out. See you, Greg. Ben, we got a room for you.
The
Oh, I got you.
microchip gate.
Microchip. Bill Gates, microchip gate. I'm there.
So,
I'm there.
all right.
You can talk me into it.
So what we're going to do, and everybody stay tuned, we're going to do Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader in a little bit here. But we're
I
also
got questions. They're gonna be great.
we also want to do a little Eagles draft and get into a little Eagles conversation. I think we had a our MLB conversation. We're all around on the same page.
I gotta piss like a motherfucker. I'm gonna jet out for a second. I'll be right back.
Good. I'll just mute you. Go ahead.
Cool.
But we're gonna get to, and we'll wait for Wolf back.
Self-inflicted. So we pounded 2 Guinnesses. Self-inflicted.
Hey, get me one while you're up.
Bullshit. So that's what there's stuff that you have to do by necessity, and then there's self-inflicted stuff. Then when you're a problem like the big fella, that's self-inflicted right there.
Yep. There's essential.
I'm just old, when it's time to piss, I got no choice,
There you go. Ted FX. They're saying neutral site for playoffs. Does a winning city get a parade? No.
I'm in.
No. I'll take the chip without the parade right now. I mean, I would I don't like it, Ted, but I would take it. I would take it.
Parade. I'll be there.
No.
They're saying no, there wouldn't be a parade.
Especially somebody said earlier, and I think I heard that the other day too, like a second wave in like September and October. Like, what the fuck are we doing, dude? Come on. Can we figure it the fuck out?
Yeah. There's too much. Guys are too smart in 2020.
That's what I'm saying. Too rich, too smart. Figure it the fuck out, man. A second wave, crying out loud.
Like, I thought if you got it first, you almost have built up antibody immunity to it in a way, right? Like, I thought that was the whole. If you're telling me a second wave, you're telling me a mutation. Then, see, that's what they're telling me then, because they told you first time you get it, you're probably not going to get it again because you built up an immunity to it right away. So if there's a second wave of it, that tells me that thing's gotten stronger.
Like we always say, and we always preface this with everything we've said over the last month. Like, we're not fucking smart. It's not our fucking field of expertise. We don't, you know what I mean? But I personally don't think anybody has a fucking idea. Even the guys that are getting paid.
I'm 100% agreement.
I don't know.
So we're going to go over and we're going to do our own little fun when Wills gets back here. Our own little fun mocker. Carla, Eagles, you guys are effing hilarious. Thanks, Carla. We tried.
Thanks, Carla.
We tried.
Okay,
Again. Ted, we'll get to that comment in a minute. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into a little Eagles mock draft and give you our first 3-round picks. either players or at least positions. I know I got some players in mind, so we're going to try to give you our players if we stay put and nothing else changes, because a lot of shows that we've been doing on A2D where, well, if they trade up and do – no, we're going to say, hey, they're staying put. Stay put. And we're going to give you our best options with
21
pick. We're going to give you our best options with what, the 53rd?
21, 53, and 103.
Yep, and 103. So
and a 127 if you want to dig deep.
Dig talk.
I'm trying to teach me things. Well, why would they put? Why would they put?
All right, back to the Eagles.
Real quick, why would they take blood from people that had the virus and want to put it in somebody that has it, that help with the antibodies to fight it? But I agree with you.
Can we not argue with this? Can we not argue?
Yeah, I feel like doesn't it sound like an argument though? I feel like he's arguing with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, right. Wilson didn't fall again. He had to go to the bathroom. There he is.
I need milk.
What up, Jeremy? What you doing, brother? Hope you're good over there. So we're gonna
get a shirt on, Jeremy.
Calm yourself, Brodo.
Jeremy, you got your shirt on over there, babe. What you doing?
Yo, DJ JB. I don't know about that. I'm guessing shirtless. Tunes rocking.
Bill Middlebrook, receiver, safety, O-line. Yeah, love that. Chime in. Now give us players. We're going to try to give you some players. That's what we want to do here for you a little bit. Want to give you some players, and what we're going to do, Will, as I just said before you came back, is that we're going to give you our first 3-round picks that we're staying put. Everything stays normal, and we're going to give you the guys that we wanted 21, 53, and then what was the other one, Sweeps? 10, whatever.
103, 127.
So with the 21st pick.
Well, the 2020
Yeah, there you go. I like it.
virtual NFL draft.
A2D draft.
The Philadelphia Eagles select.
I God, I wish I could do that thing. It's great. It's like a dial tone. Yeah.
You've got mail.
I will say Justin Jefferson, wide receiver, LSU.
Oh my God. Took it from me. Good take. So 21, you're going Justin Jefferson, wide receiver, LSU. Wills?
I mean, Henry Ruggs.
At 21?
Why was that's who I want? I'm just gonna say he went Jefferson. I mean, what the fuck? He
can double up.
I can't get this thing right. He went Jefferson. I mean, Jefferson's more likely, but I want Ruggs. I want him to move up, but I'm just gonna say Ruggs. So I'm just gonna say Ruggs.
Okay. Ruggs.
Guess he punched somebody the day before. Stock fell a little bit. There we go.
That's fine. Maybe he's got the gas mask on. You know, you never know. We've seen it happen before.
Had an Uber,
Maybe he's got the gas mask on.
An Uber driver like Greg, he fucking punched him and his stock fell a little bit. Greg set him up.
21
for his free draft workout. I had to get him to stay.
Well, Will's just there made his drop stock.
Yeah.
Crumble. Greg, 21.
Stop dropping.
I'm going to not go Jefferson, who I think that's where it is. I'm going to go C.J. Henderson, cornerback, Florida.
Yep, good, great pick.
He's going to be a good player.
I like Sweeps' pick. All right, I like Jefferson 21. I think it's realistic. I also think it's getting more semi-realistic that there's always opportunity that you could land Judy there, because now there's reports of him dropping down on a lot of boards for whatever reason. Okay,
because you're wrong. Because you endorsed him. That's why.
People might be.
We
smart.
know why. The real people know why. Endorsed by somebody.
Go play for 5 minutes, bro. Okay, go watch.
I watch him play a ton. Yeah, you don't even watch college football. We know this.
Where do you keep coming up when I don't watch college football? When I tell you I watch the SEC like it religiously. So how do I not watch college football?
You do watch SEC. I'll give you that.
Okay, I love the SEC. But all I'm saying is I like the Jefferson pick because honestly, he's grown on me a lot. Because when you have 111 receptions and you find the end zone that much, okay, I can't run from that. I can't run from that with the competition you play against. When you play against Henderson's and the like of that in the SEC and the LSU and even the competition you get on your own team in terms of practice, right? When you're going against corners that are pros, right? And I said the same thing about my Bama receivers too. How I feel about them guys because the competition day in, day out's there, right? To get better, to get better, to get better. So I love Jefferson at 21, right? At first I didn't. Really grown on me. So I'm in on that one, Sweeps. But I'm going to stay LSU, and I'm going to stay on the defense side of the football. And I'm going to say Chason, the edge rusher.
K'Lavon Chason. To go with Trayvon LeBlanc.
Little edge rusher.
2 Frenchies. I do like that name though.
Couple baguettes.
Second best guy ranked, as an edge rusher. So I mean, a guy like that could fall to you at 21. Some mocks have him around 15, 16. Some have him in the 20s. It just depends. But if he gets there, listen, you know how Howie values the defensive line and offensive line. So if he has the ability to go get another guy who can go after the quarterback, I could see it. I also would like just a name that wasn't mentioned would be Patrick Queen. I could very well see who a lot of mocks had the Eagles taken at 21 as well, because it's another LSU guy. So, I mean, if you think about it, there's really 3 LSU guys that could fall to us at 21. And I think any of the 3 is a huge upgrade for this football team. Because I'll stay in the SEC. I'll stay there. But I like Chason a lot because he flat out gets after you. And
I know we're standing pat, but if there was a scenario to trade back, Kenneth Murray's also another stud linebacker. And he's got a body of work behind him. I know Queen's the hot name. Queen's kind of like, I'm not saying a flash, but he's younger. Murray's been there for a minute. He's been a stud for a while. I like Kenneth Murray as well.
So then we're going to shift to the 53rd pick. Okay, because this one, depending on where you went day 1, is going to probably determine on how you guys go day 2 here. So with the 53rd pick of the draft, who are the Eagles taking, or at least give us a position? And fam, do the same thing.
You want me to go?
Sure, you got one. Go ahead.
With the 53rd pick, the Eagles, I think, would go Shane Lemieux, Oregon guard. That line is monstrous. Or they can go tackle and Isaiah Brian. Don't call me Brian Wilson from Georgia. A mountain of a man. Can go with those 2 guys. But I think they go offensive lineman there. But Lemieux as a guard, where if you don't trust Isaac, you're looking for a little depth there. We'll see what happens.
I like that, and especially because you went receiver round 1, so now you're coming back to something Howie loves and this organization loves, and going O-line second round. I love that. I love the pick. I love it. Wills, Greg, whoever one wants to go next.
You can go ahead, Greg.
Okay. I went cornerback first. In my mind, though, I had receiver. I just didn't want to take another name, right? But I'm going to stick with the offensive line thought what Sweeps did, and I'm going to steal the name that the young pup Danny brought up the other day on our Wednesday show and go Matt Hennessy, center from Temple. With Jason Kelsey the last few years, never knowing when he's going to officially retire. And then the more and more I looked into Hennessy, I was talking to Danny actually after the show about it, and the more you look at him, he is versatile within those 3 spots. So it's not just a pure center type of pick. He can play the guard position as well, but this would be your security for either a Kelsey injury or, just him retiring finally.
It's a great name. And I love it. Both of you guys went O-line because that, you usually assume when it comes to the Eagles, they usually hit on O-linemen. And they've seen the hit on them all throughout the draft, not just first round. They've seen like Isaac and Vaitai late round picks. So they've done a good job of like finding guys that are good, you know what I mean, in later rounds. And obviously in the first round picks they've taken, proves that as well. Wells, with the 53rd pick, who you taking?
I like Sweep's guard pick. I like Greg's center pick too. I think they're going to go safety or O-line in that spot, especially if they go receiver first round like I had them going. I don't really have a safety in mind. I haven't done a whole lot of work on the draft. Del Pitt, I know, will be gone, who I like. I don't know. I don't really have a name for you.
Oh, thank you.
I've been still working, And I just really haven't delved into the draft yet, to be honest with you.
No.
I know who I want in the first, but
So to me, because I went lineman and what's it, Kate?
Wills, how about Antoine?
First name again.
I'm a great pedigree. Antoine
Winfield Jr.
Safety.
Yeah, I mean, his father was a solid player for years, so I do know that name. I know he's out there. I wasn't sure exactly. My thing is, I don't know the grades on some of these guys.
No. I know he was in the 50s and 60s. I'm not in the grades. He's in that vicinity. I'm sorry, he's in that vicinity.
I like that name. That's a good name.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna
like Delpit. I wouldn't be surprised if let's say the receivers are gone. I wouldn't be surprised if they went safety in the first round. To be honest with you, I know Tom went corner, but I wouldn't be shocked if they went safety just because I don't know how Jalen Mills. I don't think that they know how Jalen Mills is going to acclimate to safety. I think they hope he will do it well, but I wouldn't be shocked if they went safety.
Yeah, in the second round, I'm going to go, because obviously I went D-end in the first round. I'm going to go Denzel Mims, wide receiver, Baylor.
Mimsy.
Second round.
That's a solid one. I don't know if will he be there, though?
Well, to me, this is how it is. It's either Mims, right? It's Mims. Rieger may be there. TCU, he could be there. And I like him a lot. Elusive, right? I like him a lot. Or it's
what about Ayuk?
Or it's Hamler from Penn State.
I don't think Hamler will be there.
Well, listen, one of these 3 or 4 wideouts are going to be there. You even got the kid.
To me, though, the one thing I have looked at is the wideouts. I think that Chenault and Hamler and maybe Mims will all be gone before 53. I think you're probably likely going to get Ayuk, Rager, and there's still some guys. There's still some names, but I think that Hamler will be gone. I think that Mims will be gone.
I mean, maybe Mims, but I don't think Hamler's gone right there. And listen, whatever, we're semantics. I'm just thinking that.
Oh no, I picked the receiver that's going to definitely be gone in the first round. So,
one of them 4 receivers are going to be sitting there. One of them is going to be there at 53. We're not talking about the hundreds pick. We're talking about 53. One of these.
I'm well aware what pick we're talking about.
Real quick, one of the top 12 receivers are going to be there at 53. Somebody's going to be there.
I agree. I gave you 3 names.
And so did I. But you had an issue with my Hamler or.
I just think Hamler and Mims are not going to be there.
I think.
And Ruggs is going to be there at 21, and you still went there.
I said that, Greg. I said that.
Now, mister, you said you pay attention to the draft, and now you're trying to critique a pick. Yeah.
No, but I have been paying attention to the receivers. I know the receivers because we need a receiver. I've been paying attention to receivers.
All right. I'm saying that I go Hamler with the second pick. So that's my 2 picks so far is Jason, DN, LSU.
I like the Hamler pick because to me that's what we're missing. That's why I like Ruggs' pick. I don't trust how long Deshaun's going to last, and you need an electric guy, and Hamler's an electric type guy. So I like that pick. I like that pick.
Him and Miles teammates. So I like that. Go back to the well. You hit one there. See if you can hit another skill position player there. You know what I mean?
Hey-o.
You finally found a team that you can hit a running back on. They've never been able to do that. So they hit on Miles. Now can you go back to the well and hit on another one?
The other side of it too is if you like Hamler now, he had poo-poo throwing him the football. So if you think Hamler is good after watching him the last 2 or 3 years at Penn State with Trace McSorley and Clifford the Big Red Dog throwing him ducks all day, then imagine what he's going to be with an upper echelon elite like quarterback.
I'll fight somebody right now because there's no way 7 receivers are going in the first round. Have you watched NFL draft? Have you watched the NFL draft in your life? Have you watched pro sport? This is the NFL.
Hamler will be there. Hamler should be there at 53. He's an absolute pimp. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Nobody knows how it's going to go because other teams do different things. But Hamler should be there at 53.
And what I'm trying to tell you, Bill,
what the fuck just happened?
Offensive linemen and defensive linemen, what most teams go for in the first round. Okay, they spend a lot of assets and resources up front. Teams do. That's why so many offensive linemen, defensive linemen go. All right. So I don't think there's any way in hell 7 receivers go in the first round of this draft. You want to tell me 5? You want to tell me 4 or 5? Then yeah, I'm with you on 4 or 5, but I don't think it goes there.
Well,
now, you want to tell me 7 go before 53? I agree with you there. 7 before 53, yeah. But you don't have to draft one in the first round if you're reaching. If Jefferson's there, you take him. But what happens if Jefferson's not there? And the top 4, because if you say 7 are going in the first round, Bill, that means probably 5 are gone by 19 then. Or 21, I mean. That means 5 are out the door. So then I'm still getting the scrap pile. So I might as well draft the best guy in the first round available and then go to in the second round if I'm not going to be able to get Jefferson or any of them guys in the first.
I can see 6 going in the first, though.
What?
I can see 6 going in the first.
How the NFL goes, though.
But if we're taking Jefferson at 21,
That's
you
4.
still have T. Higgins,
Mhm.
and you got Chenault, who's probably going to get scooped up because he was a top 3-4 wide receiver before he got injured. Someone there in the late round is going to scoop him up in the first just to make sure he doesn't get to the second round. So, if there's 6, then why can't – I mean, I agree with you. There's not going to be 7, but I can see 6.
All caps right there, too.
Hold on. Why the hell? Why you said 7? I'm telling you, the 7 receivers aren't going to the first round. I'll bet anything on that. 7 ain't going in the first round. That's not how the NFL goes. There's too many other skill position, talented guys outside of wide receiver in this draft. We're all just focused on wide receiver in Philly. There's a lot of talented guys in this damn draft outside of receiver. And because wide receiver is so deep, they say teams aren't going to reach on one then. That's what happens then. When a position is considered deep, it doesn't – guys can wait to the second round. So it doesn't force people to reach for a receiver in the first round per se because they know it's deeper. So 7 aren't going. Now, is 7 going to go before 53? Yes. Okay? But it doesn't mean you can't nail one when a guy like Hammer's the 11th ranked wide receiver. You can still nail one if you put some resources in the second into the wide receiver position. Okay? You can nail it. So was Miles, you're the same guy who probably said last year, you can tell me I'm yelling because I am yelling. All right? You're the same guy who probably said, you can't wait to the second round for a running back. You can't wait to the second round for a running back. And boom, they hit one. So, listen, JJ was a second-round pick, and you loved him. So, at the end of the day, you got to hit it. It doesn't have to be a first because for a reach. If one of them 4 guys are there that we all like, you draft it. Outside of them 4, you let it go, and you take it in the second round. The jackass comment. You changed your bet on me with all caps, too. You started with 7. You know, capitalize.
Bill gave you all caps, huh? Sorry. fucking Seaburger called me. That's what happened. Did I drop out for a little bit?
Yeah, it was the best part of the show.
Fucking called me. What the fuck? What was that?
Shit.
What was that, Greg?
I said it was the best part of the show. You just messed with me.
Clever. That's clever, Greg. That's clever. Clever girl.
Yeah, we had the best, what do you call it, going on.
I was waving at Tom to get me back in. He's fucking not putting me back in. I'm like, what's going on? It said, you're backstage. You're backstage. What the fuck?
Well, now I got it freaking paid. But I want to do Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? So
yeah, we got to get it going at some point.
We're going to get third round.
Oh, yeah, third round. I know. Sorry, because Bill got me off topic with the first thing. My bad. My fault.
Bring it back. Put an ice pack on your head.
Ice packet.
I'm back. Don't put that on me. Guys, put that on me. He's capping.
I think there's, by the way, there has been 7 receivers taken in the first round before, I think.
Has there? Never?
One time.
Oh, I'll take the bet, Bill.
I
don't got to go back to work right now.
I think it was 2000. I think it was 2003.
You know how many of them were good?
Not that many.
Yeah.
Not that many.
I'm not making money. I'm just telling you.
Only reason I'm saying it because I remember Rashawn Woods,
Oklahoma
State.
I'm sure
Oklahoma
it happened.
State was the last receiver taken
I bet 2
in
in
the first round. And it was like 6 or 7.
Yep, 2 were probably good.
There might have been 3 that were good. But it's not many. It's not many.
No.
It's not many. That happens all the time, though. That's why I was saying, those 4, likely one of them guys is not going to be very good at all. Likely. And to me, it's going to be Tommy's boy, Judy.
Okay. You say so, Wells.
I mean, that's where I'm at. That's where I've been the whole time. Everybody's been swallowing your load, hopping on board. We love Jerry Judy.
I never swallowing loads, bro. People
When
watch.
Nick Saban comes out and says the
don't
adult
give a
in
shit
the room was Henry Ruggs, says the adult in the wide receiver room was Henry Ruggs, that's
Good.
That's kind of a slight
Great
to Judy to me.
Why'd you only have
That's a
40
slight to a Judy.
Is
That's
it?
a
Why'd you have
slight.
40 catches then?
I'm just saying that's
Why one
when-
guy's 75
when
and 80?
The head coach said
That's
the
great.
adult in the room
I don't
was
give
Henry
a rat's
Ruggs.
ass what Nick Saban said. I'm asking if he's the man in the fucking room. Why do you have 40 then? Because the man in the room, who's the guy who had 75, 80, is the guy who actually was the man on the field. I don't care if you're the man in the room.
Maybe not.
I care about the man on the field. The numbers can't lie to you when they play on the same damn team. You're a jackass.
Tua likes him.
Your comments are all agenda based.
It's
Everything's
not agenda based. I'm just bringing you facts.
Causing agenda.
Facts.
There's no facts. It's just a comment. You're going over comment. I'm going over actual facts that happen. You can tell me who the man in the room is. All right, I'm telling you the man on the field.
They play different positions. Technically, Ruggs was their deep ball guy. Judy caught the intermediate passes.
Dude, look at their yards per catch.
They're obviously extremely high because they're both phenomenal in college football.
I was just going to. There you go. There you took it over.
Come on, dude. College football.
It's college football. And I'm not taking away.
College football. NFL totally different.
I'm not taking anything away from Ruggs. He's a playmaker, but a lot of it was short, fucking slants and bubble screens that he took to the house because he's an absolute athletic pimp. Right? I don't know if
that's who I want. I want a pimp.
Let's see if it plays.
I'm not saying I don't like
Ruggs. I would take the other guy that can run a lot. No, he runs good routes too. I'm not cheating. Ruggs is fantastic, but
yeah,
we'll see if it plays at this level. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm the same way with Sleep. I don't dislike Ruggs at all.
I like Judy too. I just like to come at you. That's all.
No, I hear you. I hear you, but you can't man in the room me when one guy has 75.
Well, but the head coach said that though. That's a quote.
No, I mean it makes me like him. Absolutely, I like him even more. And I'm not saying he can't come in and be the same type of guy in the NFL. There's a flat
Plus, Guinness is flowing. You guys got to let the kid flow sometimes.
Now, with our third round pick 103. So as of right now, I've taken a DN, a wide receiver. So I took Jason and I took Hamler. Sweeps has taken Jefferson, and he went O-line, the guard from Oregon was
Lemieux.
Yeah, Lemieux.
Greg has taken. Give us your two again, Greg.
I went Henderson and Hennessy.
Oh shit! That sounds like a good drink right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's a North Philly special.
Hennessy is from Temple. He did go to Temple.
North Philly special.
Bill, you said 7. I said 7 won't go. You want to say 6 go? Good. You lose the bet. So what are you talking about? Listening to Greg. Okay, I listened to you the first time and I disagree with you, and now you can now I'm ignorant. What am I ignorant?
5 before 21. No way.
You lost it when you said you should listen to Greg. Everyone should listen to Greg, but it's not happening.
There's no way 5 go before 21. There's no fucking way, dude.
Jesus,
no way.
You're not picking for us, Uncle Ignorant. Okay, what are third?
5 before 21? What's he talking about?
Nobody knows.
5 before, that's what he says. 5 before 21. No way. No way.
Jason Gongos from LSU.
Could be 4.
And then I took Hamler 53. How's that funny, Bill? When you look at like 90% of mock drafts, have us with Hamler at 53. So everybody else is wrong too, Bill, and you're the only guy right in the room. I know you. I know how you are. Usually I get loud when I'm wrong. No, I get loud when I'm right. That's the difference. I don't get loud because I'm trying to overtalk you.
That's not that
fucking factual.
He just stays loud.
That's not that true, Tommy. You're not right all the time, and you're loud all the time. So they're not right all the time. Let's be honest.
In my head, I am.
Let's be honest. So in your head, you're loud when you're right in your head. Okay. I got that. You should have added that part in. You didn't add that part.
60% of the time, it works.
Every time. Classic. Sex Panther.
Don't call me fucking ignorant, Bill, because I'm not ignorant at all. Okay, I have fun talking sports. That's what it is. If you can't handle the heat, come in. I'll send you the link to the next show. All right?
So perfect time for a kitchen talk, but didn't have it.
Everything's
in the kitchen.
We should put money on the draft. There's nothing else we can bet. You're right. That's why I got so excited. Like we're betting something. Let's go. Now,
So you got to get that poker fucking thing.
Pick 103. I'm taking linebacker Wyoming, Wilson. Not related to you again. At 103.
You want me to go?
Yo, I just went linebacker. So there's
Yeah, that's where I'm going. But I got two different names here. I got a baggage guy that could be a risk, right? If you want to go safe play, if it checks out and the other guy is an issue, all right, then maybe you settle on Malik Harrison, linebacker from the Ohio State University.
Ohio State. Fuck,
Right.
I like it.
Not a great cover guy, but we'll see. It can translate to the next level. So I really like him. The baggage guy I was giving you, ton of talent, but baggage, Willie Gay Jr. Had some academic issues, some other issues, and didn't play in his bowl game. But linebacker at Mississippi State, tremendous upside and really talented. So we'll see if we'll see where he goes and if he's going to be an issue at this level, or if he's going to he had some maturity issues. We'll see.
And if you go Mississippi State, you hope that pedigree from Fletcher Cox and now Darius Slay kind of roll over into the locker room like, hey, let's get your stuff together. Let's get you on the field because you could help this team. No, I like them. I was going to go linebacker.
I like Harrison. It's a good pick.
Yeah. But since I didn't go on wide receiver yet, I'll go Van Jefferson from Florida. Just because I at some point we're obviously going to need, wide receivers. And because I didn't double dip on the Jefferson on the first round, I'll go the other side, the other brother Jefferson from Florida, wide receiver. He did some really good things in Florida. And again, he didn't have always a lot of good, pure talent down there throwing him the ball. So any of the numbers that he puts up are probably pretty good.
Yeah,
living in a van down by the river.
That's a good pick. I like it.
That's a solid one.
Yeah, he's in the top 100. So, I mean, like I said, depending where you can go, you can get to 103, depending what people do. Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like the Harrison pick. Sweeps. I really like that pick. That's probably where I'm heading too. I would head to me. So I've already gone receiver, O-line. Technically, that's where I'm thinking, and to me, I would go. This is DN linebacker, right now. I'm DN linebacker. That's where I'm looking, and I'm going by my best on the board. I like the Harrison call, but yeah, I would go DN linebacker here.
Yeah, when I had mine in my head, I was going Sweeps is Jefferson, Justin from LSU, Hennessy, and then I was going, same thing with Tommy, and you Sweeps too, linebacker. Whoever it ended up being, I was going linebacker there. But since I adjusted, I'll go the wide receiver. But I love the three of you guys with that linebacker pick there. I think that's the way they're going.
Well, we need them.
Yeah,
We straight up need them.
If you're talking edge, like Willie was possibly talking, what do you think about the Notre Dame kid? He's in that area. Khalid Kareem in that area.
Yeah, that works. I just got to look at the edge guys in the area. I don't really know them.
Yeah, he's in that. Yeah, he's in that vicinity, 103.
You figure if there's a guy they have like in the 70s or 80s that drops, then hey,
yeah, of course.
That's how I would look at it. I would look at it more like if there's guy, there's not like a glaring, hey, we had this guy rated way higher and he hasn't gone yet. If there's not that going on, then I would go linebacker.
That's the kind
But if you have an edge guy that you say, hey, we thought he'd be gone by 90 and he's still there, hey, maybe I'll jump on that guy. Because you always need edge rushers.
Yeah.
You just need
them.
them.
You know how I feel about guys with three names, but I thought the same thing that you're thinking at the linebacker position with the kid from App State, Akeem Davis.
Yeah.
He's in the 80 range, but I mean, can he slip another 25 picks to you? You know what I mean? But
especially being that small school.
Yeah.
Small school issue. No pro day.
I like him better than the other two guys if he slipped.
Yeah.
True,
no, I agree there. That's a good name. I like him. It wouldn't shock me if they went receiver and then maybe potentially him second round, or use the 2 third-rounders to jump back up in the second to potentially take him. No, I like it, Sweeps.
Yeah, I hear you. So we'll see. And then the 4th round, I don't think Tommy went that far, so we don't really need him. We'll just keep talking. I kind of just touched everything. I always like to get one of each. I'm like a buffet guy, so I like to spread it out. So where do I go? I wide receiver, guard, linebacker, and then I'm going to settle at safety in that 3rd round. That 127. Mm-hmm. I'm going to settle at Brandon Jones, Texas, University of Texas safety.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good name, and I like safety in that spot too, especially because I would even consider safety in the first round.
Yeah,
because I like some first round safeties if we can't get a receiver.
Yeah,
but they're going to take a safety.
That's why I liked where your head was.
At some point,
if your 4 receivers were gone, maybe you take Grant Delpit.
I like Delpit a lot. I like Delpit a lot. At 21, if Jefferson's gone, hey.
No, Delpit's a good name, and you're right, Sweeps. The safety position is going to be addressed at some point. I'm going to go. You guys went. I'm going to go D end. I don't have one in mind, but you're right. When and I'm not saying we missed on Barnett, right? Because Barnett has been a contributor, but he's not that top 15 stud guy that you were hoping, right? So you still have to potentially find somebody. You whiffed on Sharif Miller last year in the 3rd round. Or maybe you didn't whiff. He just wasn't ready, right? He just had to move on from Penn State. So you're going to go again at the D end in the 2nd pick of the 3rd round. And hopefully one of these 2 guys that you pick, either Miller last year or this kid this year, allows you to not necessarily trade Barnett, but you don't have to max him out this offseason.
No,
you could offer him, a raise, a good contract, but or you just let him walk.
Well, I like where your head's at, and this name will make Wilson happy. Alton Robinson.
Cuse guy. I know there's a Cuse guy. There's a Cuse guy that's right around 3rd round. I know that.
That's him, Robinson.
Yo, he's a pretty solid player too. I mean, if you watch the Cuse this year, they really couldn't do much offensively. So the defense end up in games would end up getting worn down.
Yeah, I didn't see as many games here, but
that dude could play. He can play a little bit. Sure.
No, and there's just another name outside of those rounds, probably maybe 4th, 5th round.
Big boy too, he's like 6'3", 265. Yeah, big boy.
Yeah, I gotta look out.
Across the street just came out, and she is a looker.
Woo. Right.
Oh yeah,
heyo.
Social distancing.
Social distancing through the window like a creep.
Would you risk it?
Hat on.
Would you risk it?
Risk what, Greg? If she invited me over, I'm going right across the street. I mean, that's what you're asking. That's what you're asking. I'm not an idiot. Guy wasn't born yesterday.
Nope.
Well done. Even regardless of where you go, 1st round, 3rd round, a name I like, of course, and because it's like you guys went with your Cuse guy, I'm going to go with my Liberty guy, Antonio Gandy Golden, another hyphen name, wide receiver. Put up some good numbers at Liberty. So, late round pick. I'm nowhere like near top of the draft, but late round pick. Hopefully, as you add numbers to the wide receiver position, hopefully you're able to hit on at least one of them.
Flames jumped on the board last year, so some guys showed out. So they're definitely.
I like that little hype. Sure. I like that little hyphen running back from LSU.
Oh, I love him.
Edwards Hilaire. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I know he's probably going to go. Like 2nd, 3rd round, but let's say he drops. If he drops, I'm not one of the people that's sold on Boston Scott yet. You showed me a couple of games, okay?
No.
But if this dude drops,
what are we, Chucks?
I like that. I like that hyphen. He's got a lot of Maurice Jones-Drew to him, who's also a hyphen.
Yeah, I like bowling balls. I like brick shit out.
Yeah, so do I. Maurice Jones-Drew was that guy.
That are fucking athletic that could run you the fuck over. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We'll run past you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Well, that's what at 53. If one of those stud guys drops to you at 53, whether it's Dobbins, Hilaire, Swift from Georgia, if one of those guys you sit there at 53, how can you sit there in your right mind and pass on them?
I don't think there's any way that Swift is there.
I'm not saying they are.
If Swift is there, holy fuck. I think Swift is a top back taken.
Yeah, no, there's no question.
You can't have too many back there. It's a league that relies on 2 backs, if not 3. You want to keep your back fresh November, December. Right?
Good hopping, Tommy. Good work.
And the way to keep I was listening, so it was like this easy transition. But the way to keep a guy like Miles healthy is to have another guy with him. You know what I mean? Another guy you can trust. So, I mean,
we're not sold on Boston Scott yet. No. We like what he did, but we like competition.
I'll take one in the 2nd round all day. And if one's in the 1st and that's the best on the board, I would even consider it. Because I just want to stockpile talent. If you want to give me talent, I'll take talent. Because
I'm a talent guy. I'm a talent guy.
Like I said, I'll give you whatever the hell you want for Christian McCaffrey because I can split him out. I can do so many things with him. Like, I'll give you how many firsts you want.
I love Christian McCaffrey.
Because that's my receiver issue, too, because he'll catch 100 damn balls for him. So, I mean, you want to get cute, let's get cute. But, people are like, you don't want 2 of them. Yeah, I want how many you want. I'll take as many.
First off, I love Christian McCaffrey.
I'll put him in a spot like his
good.
dad.
That's good stock. That's good stock right there.
He'll have more
catches
than his daddy.
Oh,
That's damn good stock right there.
oh yeah.
Love me some easy Ed McCaffrey. That's my guy.
I always say that after I drink, it's hot out. I drink my you drink some Gatorade. I go, oh, that's good aid. Oh, that's good aid.
But no, it's like some people are like, well, he's going to get worn out. Well, no, he's not here. Because here you can take care of him. Here you can give him 15 touches a game.
If he was going to get worn out, he got worn out last year. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Carolina threw him the ball 12 times a game on top of the 25 rushes a game.
Look at Ralph and Jake here sharing a bowl of soup together.
Soup share.
Patrick, they're both on Patrick Queen at 21.
Now Ralphie is. Because Ralphie was out.
Ralphie's been on Queen for a minute.
Ralphie's in atmosphere.
Ralphie's getting ready to put his GM hat on.
I kind of feel bad. I feel bad for Ralphie because he's in the same, like his boat with the Lakers is worse than our boat with the Sixers. They were rolling. Tough to end the season the way that they were rolling.
I don't feel sorry for him one fucking bit.
Oh, I don't. I'm just saying that. Sorry, Ralph.
All right, you want to get into this game, Wills?
Yes, let me get another beer first.
Holy shit.
God.
Listen, I'm going to tell you the rules as I do this, okay?
Oh, shit. Guy's walking. Get mobile. Get mobile.
Kids get mobile. Mobile, agile, hostile. All right, ready?
Great.
What's in the fridge? What's in the fridge?
Clear eyes, full hearts, can't
Come on,
lose.
Quembo.
Clembo! Oh,
Nice.
No more. Oh, fuck, that's upsetting.
sound like you
No more Guinness.
Okay. Twitter checking in.
Yeah, Twitter checking in.
Oh, there is one more Guinness. Let's go. Had to check the other fridge. What up? All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm not going to have you all answer like your each answers, right? So as a triumvirate, you're going to work as a team here.
What was that word again?
Oh, high five.
Triumvirate.
Oh, you're smarter than a fucking 8th grader there.
Smarter than your average bear. So as a triumvirate, you're going to work together, and see how you guys do. I'm shooting. If you guys can get 65% right, that's impressive. Now the questions go from first grade to 5th grade, history, English and literature, math, science, geography. The first grade ones you guys should get just by looking at them. 2nd grade you probably should get. Then they start getting pretty fucking tough. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll see how you guys do.
How do we work as a team, though?
So what it is like I'm going to ask the question, and you guys can decide what your answer is going to be together.
Okay.
Like all 3 of you together as a team here. You don't have to give 3 separate answers. Just one answer.
All right. Go ahead.
So we're going to start history. 1st grade. Tune in if you guys know the answers. Don't give them to them though. Don't write them on. Don't write. Give them like 10 seconds before you write the answer down on the fucking chat.
Coming up.
First grade history. Ready?
Yeah.
The first Thanksgiving was celebrated by Native Americans and what group of people?
Pilgrims.
Bang. Correct.
There's
only 5 questions. I'm going to run through it real quick.
Well, before we say final answer, I'll check in with the other 2 guys.
No, well, that's good. If you say it, I'm going to give it to you.
We trusted you on that one.
I was waiting for a multiple choice.
There's no multiple choice. This is
Right.
no multiple choice, by the way. Sorry, no multiple choice. They were the easiest ones to print. Sorry.
Fuck this party.
Also the best. From which country did Mexico gain its independence in the 19th century? This is 1st grade, by the way. Can't imagine that this is 1st grade.
This is 1st grade.
From which country did Mexico gain its independence in the 19th century?
Anyone? Spain?
Bang! Spain. 2 for 2.
Was that a guess or did you know? Because I was flabbergasted.
That's right. That's right, though. That's right. Who invented the light bulb?
Edison.
Bang! 3 for 3. Which language is most widely spoken in South America?
I want to say Portuguese.
It's a good answer. It's kind of where I was almost where I was at too.
That's Brazil. I know Brazil's Portuguese.
South
Say it again.
America. It's South America, yeah.
In South America?
The language that's most widely spoken in South America.
Spanish.
So what are we going with?
Maybe Spanish.
Well, obviously it's not neither because if it was right, Willie would have said bang.
No. 'Cause I think
No, one of them's right. You got to choose. What are you going with?
you guys tell me.
I'm going Portuguese. I know it's what they speak in Brazil, so.
I'm going with Spanish.
Espanol! Espanol!
Spanish is correct. We'll give you guys out. That's good. Good work.
Good work.
Oh, Espanol!
Okay. Last question of the first grade history. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were the first 2 men in the world to do what?
Fly across the
Man on the moon.
What was it again? What was it again? I didn't.
Astronauts.
Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were the first men in the world to do what?
Man on the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Walk on the moon. That works. We're good.
Yep. Moon talk.
My bad. I was reading something. And I thought you said fly, and I was
All right.
like,
So
fly?
you're 5 for
There's me
5.
without a hat on, Ace.
Okay. 5 for 5 to start.
Nice there.
Start.
That's good flow right there, Greg.
I'm going for the mullet. I'm going for the mullet.
Oh, yo, Joe Exotic. Yo,
That's-
Greg Exotic. Watch
Yes,
yourself.
that's what we're going for. That's
Watch
why I
yourself, Greg Exotic.
Wow.
Tom, if he starts offering you meth, watch yourself.
This
Watch
is
yourself.
This is not good cabbage.
Him offering me the tiger.
Yeah, next thing you know, fucking he gets a mullet, he starts offering you meth. He's gonna be fucking fist deep in your ass.
Titan and a baby tiger gonna be fighting each other.
So should I go to first grade for English and literature, or should I just keep going history? What do you think?
I don't know.
We're gonna keep going history. Second grade history.
You're the
now.
moderator.
Yeah, it's up to you, Foxworthy.
All right. What are the 3 branches of the U.S. government?
Oh my God.
Judicial, executive, judicial, and the
What is that third one?
judicial, executive, judicial.
Correct.
Shit. Supreme Court, judicial, that's the judges. Executive, that's the president. And then the Congress is the middle one. Shit.
What is that? Oh, damn it.
Executive, judicial. Legislative.
Bang!
Yes!
Bang!
No!
Bang! 6 for 6. 6 for 6.
Tommy,
What war was fought between the North and South regions of the United States?
Civil War.
Civil War. Bang. 7 for 7. Italy, Japan, and Germany alliance was called what during World War II?
Oh,
I'll repeat
Italy?
that. Italy, Japan, and Germany's alliance was called what during World War II?
oh my God! I just watched this the other night.
the Axis.
I'm gonna count that. Axis of evil.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Hail Hydra.
What city was the first to be attacked by an atomic bomb?
Hiroshima.
Hiroshima.
Hiroshima. Bang.
Hiroshima. Boom! Let's go, boys.
Yo, start hot. Start hot.
Up here.
Tommy is lost, by the way.
Big comment.
Giddy up.
What are the first 10 amendments in the Constitution called?
Bill of Rights.
Bang! 10 for 10. Good start.
Not a bad.
Now we're in third grade.
Uh-oh.
What type of
Now they're
feather?
getting tough.
What type of feather beginning with Q did people write with in the Middle Ages?
Quither. Oh, no, it's a
Yeah.
quill. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
quill.
Quill.
Quill. Sorry, yeah, I'm sorry.
Julius Caesar was the emperor of what
My bad.
empire?
Oh, my God.
The Roman.
Julius Caesar was the emperor of what empire?
Bro,
Roman Empire.
This guy's
Rome,
saying,
correct.
I get credit for my nail one. I mean, people, I'm getting shots taken. And I hit
no, Tom. This
third
guy's
grade
saying,
fucking history, and I'm still getting shots. So that's 3 for me. Everyone keep track. I'm not that lost. I'm comment. All right, everybody. Comment.
Wait till we get to math. The first fireworks were invented in the 7th century of what country?
The 7th century.
7th
Fireworks?
century. Fireworks. What country? Why? How would a third grader know this? I have no idea. I have no idea what this is.
Can you give me a continent?
No, I can't, Craig. Sorry.
Okay, I was just asking for a hint.
It's in the Eastern Hemisphere.
7th century. Wow.
It have to be like Greece or Rome. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It's got to be the Greeks or the Romans.
Country, 7th century, so 600s.
It's got to be like Italy.
Or Spain.
I'm good with either one of those two because I think you guys are right on there. So go ahead.
China.
China.
Incorrect.
Christmas.
First one wrong. Okay.
Fuck them.
Oh, this is a good one. Name the American president on the $50 coin.
The $50. Jesus.
$50 coin.
Sacagawea is the dollar.
Yo, Sacagawea is the new dollar. The old dollar is who?
I don't know.
Who's the old dollar? It doesn't pertain to this question, so it doesn't matter. Susan B. Anthony's the old dollar, by the way.
Oh, good call.
Come on, you guys are lucky I'm not in this. I'd be fucking. I would definitely not have got that last one. Right.
I don't know. I don't know the $50.
50-cent piece, huh?
50-cent piece. Who's on it?
I don't know.
Curtis Jackson.
20 seconds. It's not 50 cents.
Taft.
It's JFK, by the way.
JFK.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we are. That's through 15. We're on the grade 4 now, and we are 13 of 15. What ancient civilization built Machu Picchu complex in Peru? What ancient civilization built Machu Picchu? It's like that fucking thing in Peru.
The Mayans?
Mayans? Aztecs?
Who is it? What are we going with?
Mayans.
Incorrect.
Mayans.
Incas.
Yes.
13 of 16.
We were all in the same area, though. We were there.
Okay, the ancient Egyptian writing system was called what?
Hieroglyphics.
Bang, correct.
Well done.
From whom did the United States buy their territory in the Louisiana Purchase?
The French.
That's correct. French.
Oh boy.
Who wrote the national anthem?
I'm sorry?
Who wrote the national anthem?
Francis Scott Key.
Bang! Bang! Sweeps. That's a hit. That's a hit right there. Tom, you know that one?
No, I didn't know that one.
I didn't know that one. The Battle of Gettysburg was fought in which war?
The
Civil War.
I was thinking that.
Civil War, correct.
What boy, Greg?
Okay, fifth grade of history now. You guys have only gotten 2 wrong. That's impressive. 5th grade history. What was the name of the last queen of France? No multiple choice, by the way.
They're all Elizabeth.
No, that's England.
Yeah, that's not France.
There's England. Oh, isn't it like? Oh my God,
Antoinette.
Yeah.
Bang,
Antoinette.
Marie
Good
Antoinette.
call.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
Yes.
The region known as the Fertile Crescent is located in present day where?
Is that Washington?
No, it's in the Middle East.
Bang, Greg. That's that's the correct answer.
Egypt.
The Middle East is the correct answer.
Egypt. Isn't it Egypt too?
Yeah, they did a Transformers there. That's how I
It's
knew it.
like Egypt, Iraq, Iran. It's like over there.
How about me? I said Washington.
I mean,
What's funny is they came out of that museum in the movie. They're like, wait, there's mountains in D.C. They never edited out the mountains. It was funny.
All right, so 3rd question on 5th grade. The modern-day city of Istanbul was known by what name in 13th century?
oh,
What is it?
Anthony Adis. I love Meghan Markle. She
The
can be queen of
modern-day
whatever.
city of Istanbul was known by what name in the 13th century?
Turkey.
Istanbul. That whole area was the old Yugoslavia, Macedonia.
That's in Greece, I think.
That's that whole area.
Yeah, that's not right.
like Constantinople.
Anything else? 10 seconds.
It's not Yugoslavia, is it?
Istanbul. Wow.
First off, Tom's got to be cheating. But
How
that's
I'm bringing up comments every 5 seconds.
Constantinople.
How am
Constantinople.
I cheating? I'm bringing
I'll
up
give you that.
comments. every 5 seconds. There's no way I'm cheating. I'm not going to play that game.
It's close.
I know my history.
Constantinople is
The only
correct.
thing I got A's in.
Nice job.
So these guys nail them, and they get credit. I get one all top. Travis got
I
it.
just can't believe you got Constantinople. That's crazy.
Travis
All right,
and Ted FX got it.
French and Indian War, which began in 1754, became the North American theater of this worldwide war that lasted. What the fuck? All right, we're skipping that question. That question sucks. I can't read the question correctly. In which decade did Hong Kong revert from British rule?
In what decade?
Yeah, it's recent. That's probably why they say that. It's in the 1900s. In which decade did Hong Kong revert from British rule? I didn't even know. Fifth graders know this?
It's got to be in the 20s. Got to be in the 20s. That's when so much shit went down. I feel.
Yeah, 20s or 30s maybe.
30s.
30s.
It's the 90s. What
The
fuck?
90s.
The 90s.
I'll tell you what, you guys went 22 of 25.
I feel like that was like a
impressive.
trick question right there.
What was that pop-up video?
Pop-up video.
Did that happen while in school for these fifth graders? Like, I don't know.
Apparently, I don't know.
I guess
It's
we got
crazy.
taught that, right? I mean, I don't remember getting taught that one.
Yeah, I don't remember
Yeah,
that
you know
one.
what? We probably didn't get told that. We were in fifth grade in the 90s, probably
Yeah.
before this happened.
True. I don't remember even getting taught at the older levels.
Ted FX was the closest there on Twitter.
All right,
Bite
the
your
plural.
I was in high school.
We're moving to English and literature. English and literature.
Okay.
The plural of moose is what?
The what?
The plural of moose is what?
Moose.
It's
Correct.
It's moose.
This is first grade literature, by the way.
That's fine.
How many letters are in the English alphabet?
26.
Correct. In the story about the boy who cried wolf, what is the lesson?
Don't make
Try
shit
to
up.
look unless it's real.
Yeah.
That I'll give you that. Always tell the truth.
What
Yeah.
they crying out wolf? Yeah, they cry out wolf.
What is the term for a word that is similar in meaning to another word?
Simile.
No.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
You're close, Sweeps. 30 seconds.
Synonym?
Synonym.
Synonym.
Boy, Greg.
What type of words should be capitalized? I don't know. This is weird.
Well, I mean,
Proper nouns?
Proper nouns. Yeah, that's right. Is that right? Jesus Christ. I don't even know first grade English. All right. Is red an adjective or a noun? Red, R-E-D, by the way.
it's a noun.
R-E-D?
It's a noun.
Yeah.
It's both.
It's both. Bang. Good call.
Wow.
What is the term for a word that is opposite the meaning of another word? What is the term for a word that is opposite the meaning of another word?
Another.
Synonym acronym.
No, it's not acronym.
No, you're close, though. I mean, it's got that nim on the end.
Yeah.
Pronoun. Hey, pronoun. Pronoun.
We're just going to... You guys lose that one.
Pronoun?
Autonym.
Wow. What the hell is an ornament? Man?
I have no fucking idea, dude.
It's the opposite.
We're going to skip the rest of them. Third grade. The person in a novel who tells the story from a third person perspective is called what?
Narrator.
Bang.
Narrator.
Well
Bang.
done.
What is the name of the book about a friendship between a pig named Wilbur and a spider named Charlotte?
Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's Web. Yeah.
Bang.
Let's go.
Adding conjunctions such as and or but turns a simple sentence into what type of sentence?
Compound.
Compound. Greg likes his English.
Yeah.
Who is the author of James and the Giant Peach?
Shel Silverstein?
Wow.
Hold on.
That's not right.
I have no idea. No clue.
Ronald Dow. That's right.
Go,
Whoever
baby.
said that.
Not a boy.
He got that from the fucking audience.
Wow.
The main.
Said it yet.
No, no one said that yet. I'll give him credit on that
Congrats.
What's
The
that word?
main series of events in a story is called what? The main series of events in a story is called what?
Is it the climax?
No.
The main series of events. The plot.
Bang, the plot.
There you go,
You guys
good.
are hot right now. You're hot.
Well done. Well done.
What is the main character of a story called?
Oh,
Protagonist.
Bang.
Atta
What
boy.
type of word is truthfully?
oh.
What type of word is truthfully? Remember, this is English class, so it's like part of
Yeah.
the speech, you know.
I want to say it's an adjective.
Adverb?
Adverb. Bang.
Well done. Well done.
Nice.
I forgot about the
cheating.
ly. I
Thanks
forgot
for
about
the
the ly on the
A.
adverb.
I needed the A there because I was there and I just couldn't think of the A.
Adverb type.
Go work, Greg.
In this book titled "The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe," what is the last comma called? Jesus, I don't even know what the fuck this means.
Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe.
In the book titled "The Lion,
Oh,
the
my
Witch,
God.
and the Wardrobe," what is the last comma called?
The last comma?
There's a comma after wardrobe, I guess is what they
Right.
mean.
Lion, comma, witch, comma,
And then wardrobe, comma.
Shit. I know. I think I know this.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know it, but I think I heard it. Shit.
What's it
You've
called?
heard it.
Oh, it's like. Isn't it like. Oh, it's
A run-on sentence.
10 seconds.
an. Like, it's like. Oh, my God. It's like.
You're close.
What's that?
You're
What's
close.
that school, too?
And
All right,
at
Oxford.
Oxford, comma.
Oh,
Too late. You're not getting that one. Sorry.
Hey, boy.
You were there, though. I'll give it to
You
you.
were there, though. You were there.
fine it.
We might not get the answer right, but I'll give it to you. You were there.
I'll give it to you. A story conveying a moral lesson is called what?
Oh,
A story conveying a moral lesson.
A fable.
Fable, correct.
Well done.
What do you call a group of crows?
Black crows.
No. What do you call a group of crows?
Isn't it like is it called a murder of crows or?
Yes, it is a
Oh,
murder of
boy.
crows.
Nice job.
Murder of crows.
Murder
Okay.
is the way that she did it.
That's impressive. You guys have only gotten one wrong or two wrong in this.
10 seconds, Ralphie. That's all everybody gives on the timer, and you can time it
Yeah,
on your.
we're trying to do it quick, Ralph.
We're
Who
not
is
trying to watchers. I'm just trying to bring everybody's up so everybody sees it.
Yeah. Who is the creator of the classic book characters Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn?
Oh, Bill
Mark Twain.
Twain.
Mark
Mark
Twain.
Twain.
Yes.
Twain.
Mark Twain.
Bill Twain.
Mark Twain.
We're Twain. It's Twain. It's a cousin. We're in.
Twainer.
The words the, and, A-N, and A are known as what in the English grammar?
Oh, shit.
The, and A.
Aren't they like particular nouns?
Preposition? Yeah.
Aren't they particular nouns?
Yeah.
Pronouns?
They're articles. This is 5th grade, by the way.
Article.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Who is the?
I didn't know it, but I remembered it.
Who is the author of the 1960 novel To Kill a Mockingbird?
Oh my God! I watched
I
that.
love that book.
It's a good book.
Harper Lee.
Harper Lee. Bang.
Atta boy. Harper.
Often seen at the end of a sentence, the 3 trailing dots that indicate an omission of speech or writing that are superfluous or able to be understood as contextual clues are known as what?
Oh my God!
So when you hit the 3 dots at the end of a sentence, that's known as what?
Wow.
I do this all the time, and I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I do this a lot myself.
There's like one word for it, right?
It's one word, yeah.
You had me at dot.
All right, we're gonna move on.
You can't dot through the best part.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, ellipsis.
It's an ellipsis.
You can't dot through the best part.
Last question of
Yada, yada, yada.
literature. What is the name of the most famous English playwright
Romeo and Juliet.
No, what is the name of the guy that wrote that?
Shakespeare.
Oh, Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare.
Billy Boy.
Geography. All right, we're gonna roll through. How many continents are there?
7.
Seven. What country is Paris the capital of?
France.
In which country do you find the pyramids?
Egypt.
This is first grade, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
In what city is the White House located?
Washington, D.C.
DC.
How many states are in the United States?
50.
50 plus Puerto Rico.
All right, Craig. It's not a state. That's a province, probably.
It's a
10% battery. I gotta roll. I gotta roll through. Which state is the Lone Star State?
Texas.
By the way, you guys went 23 or 25 for both first two. That's impressive.
Yeah, it is. We're cruising.
Really impressive.
Nice work.
In what state is the Grand Canyon located?
Arizona.
Correct. What 3 countries are located in North America?
Mexico, United States, and Canada.
Correct. To travel from New York to London, one must fly over which ocean?
Atlantic.
Correct.
The Atlantic
In what country is the famous Taj Mahal?
Oh, a country.
India.
India, correct. What is the longest river in the world?
The Nile.
That's what I would have guessed.
Oh, I know it.
No, the
That's
Amazon.
Nile.
It is the Nile. It is. I think it is the Nile, right?
It's
the Nile or Amazon?
it's
I think
it's the Amazon, according to
Ah, yes. The
On
Super
what
Bowl.
the Schuylkill.
Both the
On
same.
what continent is the country of Greece? On what continent is the country of Greece?
Europe.
Europe, correct.
Europe.
What is the name for a body of land that is surrounded by water?
Island.
Island.
Attaboy.
What is the capital of New York?
New York. Albany.
Albany, correct. How many Great Lakes are there in the United States?
Oh.
I want to say 5.
6.
Uh,
I'm with you.
In the United States is the big part of that.
Good call. There's Lake.
Whoa, Jesus Christ. You see that dog? Do you see Cutter? What the fuck are you doing, Bianca? Just jumped on the screen.
Hey,
What up, B?
it's only
Everybody's saying
4.
4 is correct.
Chris, you see that?
Huron,
Okay.
Superior, Ontario, and Erie.
How
All
many?
right,
4.
there's 4.
about-
That's right. You guys are rolling.
so they
You
got
guys are rolling.
count.
So you got it right. You're rolling. We're in 4th grade now. What is the largest desert where is the largest desert in the world located?
Oh, it's got to be like.
The Mojave.
It's got to be. It's the
Just by country, by the way.
The Mojave Desert.
hard desert, Sahara.
Where is the largest desert in the world located?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, where's it located?
Yeah.
Yes, where?
Oh, so the Sahara is in northern Africa.
Ada said Harlem.
Northern Africa.
Yeah, that's correct.
Hey, boy.
How many kingdoms are part of the UK?
Oh,
Nice. That's a 5 kingdom place.
It's 3, I
5
think, right?
is 5 your answer? 3?
Yeah,
What is it?
4.
5.
Tom,
kingdoms.
stop cheating over there.
How am I cheating?
You're cheating. I know you. You're cheating. England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. 4.
Nice.
Which country is the largest?
Which country?
Which
England.
country is the largest? That's not in the UK. That's just any country.
Oh, I'm
Which
sorry.
country
I thought
is
you
the
were back.
largest?
Okay.
Got to be one of the Asian ones.
Yeah, it's gotta be one of these. I'm gonna say China.
No, it wouldn't be Russia.
Russia is correct.
Mother Russia. Hey, boy.
Good call,
The
Greg.
United States
My
and
homeland.
Mexico are separated by what river?
Oh my God, what river is that down
The
there?
Rio Grande.
Rio
Yeah.
Grande, correct.
Look at you.
Border Patrol coming in.
Yup.
What is name
Nat
the
Geo.
southernmost continent?
Oh,
Antarctica.
Australia.
Correct. Antarctica.
Nice. Freezing.
Now we're in 5th grade. What is the main language spoken in Canada?
French.
French.
French, correct.
Woo!
Which country is both an island
Yeah.
and a continent?
Trump's border. Sorry, can you read that again, False?
Oh, it's what
Trump's
country?
border. That's good. Which island? Or sorry. Fuck. Where was I? What
Which
country is both an island and a continent?
What country?
Yep. Island and continent.
Australia.
Australia. Correct.
Yes.
What is the name of the sea bordered by Europe to the north and Africa to the south?
Red Sea. Wow.
Is that final answer?
Wait, what was it?
What is the name of the sea bordered by Europe to the north and Africa to the south?
Yeah, I think he's right.
Red Sea.
That's incorrect. It's the Mediterranean.
Mediterranean.
Wait a minute. I just said it.
Well, listen, you waited too long.
No, they didn't wait too long. I'm putting up banners.
The mountain range that includes the biggest mountain in the world, Mount Everest, is called what?
Tommy, you go first.
The mountain range that includes Mount Everest is called what?
That John Denver's full of shit.
Isn't it Himalayas?
The Himalayas?
Himalayas is correct.
Look at you.
Imaginary lines traversing the globe from pole to pole are called what? Imaginary
equator?
lines traversing the globe from pole to pole are called what?
No clue.
Is that the equator?
It's not the equator. I don't even know what the fuck this is. This is the last question in geography, by the
Shit.
way.
Where'd
Oh.
All right,
What happened? We lost Greg?
Yeah, I'm back. I lost myself too.
All right.
Okay. It's meridians. You guys never would have got that.
No.
All right, science. We're trying to roll quick. What causes tides? Ocean tides.
Oh, fuck.
Something on the ocean floor.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what. God.
And it's the moon.
Woo!
Wow. I didn't know that.
The south pole of the magnet and the north pole of another magnet will do what?
This is where we're going to lose it. I don't know science. At least I know.
What was it? Say it again.
It's stick together. We're gonna that question sucked. It was
Yeah.
worded like shit. What is the force that causes objects to fall to the ground?
Gravity.
Gravity. Bang. A caterpillar grows into what?
Oh,
A butterfly.
A butterfly. What is the biggest organ in the human body?
The
Penis.
The heart.
No.
Is it the liver?
No. It's no. It is. No. It is the liver. It is the liver.
Liver.
Attaboy.
Correct.
Call.
H2O is known as what?
Water.
Ritter.
That's easy.
Yellow.
What gas is in the air that we breathe?
Carbon dioxide.
Yeah. No, we take carbon dioxide.
Oxygen.
Oxygen. I'm sorry.
Oxygen.
Correct.
I thought you guys were poking me. I was like,
Jeez, we're dying. We're dying. We're breathing carbon dioxide. We're all dead.
Okay, but hold on. No, wait. The next question. Just let it go. What gas do plants breathe and human and animals breathe out?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. Earth is
Yeah, I was
located
right.
in what galaxy?
Earth.
Earth?
What galaxy? Oh God, it's
the Milky Way.
Milky Way.
Milky Way. Bang. True or false? Bats are mammals. True or false?
Oh,
Interesting question this time of the
I know, right? I say true. I don't know about you guys.
False.
no.
They're cold
True is
blooded.
correct.
Oh,
Give
there we
it to
go.
you. I'm trying to go fast. My phone might be dying. What phenomenon might be felt on the surface when two tectonic plates rub against each other?
Earthquake.
Earthquake.
Earthquake. Bang.
Me moving in bed.
What is the hardest naturally occurring mineral?
Occurring mineral, right?
Iron.
The hardest naturally occurring mineral.
Isn't it iron?
No. It's
Diamond.
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 Bang.
Diamond. Good call.
You guys are rolling.
I was good at
What is the closest planet to the sun?
moon? I don't know. Let's guess that.
Closest planet to
Closest
the sun.
planet to the sun.
First one.
Wouldn't that be Saturn?
No, Saturn's further away. Mars? Mars?
Mercury.
Mars is not right.
Mercury.
It is Mercury.
Nice job.
Mercury is correct.
Slow down, you guys.
The process by which plants eat and make energy. Tom's cheating. Slow down, you guys.
Photosynthesis.
Yo, bang. Bang. That's a good one. Okay, next. Hold on.
I'm bringing comments.
Oh, here we go.
And
What is the part of the eye that controls how much light enters?
The eyelid.
The iris. The iris.
Anybody? Is that what we're going with?
Go with it.
Go with it. Final answer.
It's the pupil.
Makes sense.
What planet is nicknamed the Red Planet?
That's
What
Mars.
planet is nicknamed the Red Planet?
That might be Saturn, right? Or no, or is that Mars?
Mars.
Mars is right.
Mars.
Yeah.
Gotta be Mars.
Animals that eat only meat are known
Carnivores.
as
Carnivores, yeah.
Yummy.
carnivores.
Gregory.
Stepping.
How long does the Earth take to revolve once around the sun?
Oh, this is such an easy one too. 365 days.
Bang.
1
Correct.
year.
That's what they say.
What
Is
is
that a
the
year?
freezing
1
point?
year.
What is the freezing point of water in degrees Fahrenheit?
Oh,
32.
32, yep.
32.
Yep.
The Earth is at least how many billion years old? You're
9.
rounding it to the nearest billion.
90, let's say 90.
It's
Say
4.
90.
4 billion.
4 billion.
4 billion years old.
Let's only have 2 wrong on this one, too. What are the 3 states of matter? What are the 3 states of matter? We're in 5th grade science, by the way.
Solid.
States of matter. Solid, liquid, and gas.
Solid with gas.
Slow down, Brett. Slow down.
The
Ed.
Earth has 4 layers. The thickest is the mantle. What is the thinnest?
Mm.
The ozone?
Let's say, which one's the thinnest?
Yes. The thickest is the mantle, which is the thinnest of the Earth's 4 layers.
My guess is ozone.
Let's go.
Surface talk.
Let's go to crust.
Ground.
Crust. Bang.
Attaboy.
Correct.
Well done.
Animals with no backbone are called what?
Scoliosis.
Right?
Animals without backbone are called
Reptiles.
what?
Reptiles.
Oh my God, yeah. Gotta be reptiles.
Invertebrates.
Yeah.
That's on me.
Got it.
What
Cowboys
species
fans. Correct
can
answer.
live
Cowboys
in
fans.
land and water?
Amphibians.
What species can live in both land and water?
Is that your answer?
Amphibians.
Yeah.
Greg's right. You throw righty or lefty. Amphibians.
I'm not getting Greg anymore. He's just frozen on my screen.
Greg said amphibious.
Okay, now I get him. Yeah, now I got you. Amphibians is right.
Attaboy. Righty lefty.
We're in math. Last section. You guys have only missed 6 total. Impressive. How many face cards are in a regular deck of cards?
52.
How many face cards are in a regular deck of cards?
Oh, face cards.
I'm sorry.
16.
12.
16.
It's 12.
Really? Oh, yeah. I'm counting the aces. I'm a fucking loser. Nice job, Greg. Fucking fuck me right in my fucking eyeball.
The first day of the 20th century was what date?
Oh, the 20th?
The
21st
first
century.
day of the
January
20th
1st,
century
1990.
was what date?
91.
2001. 2001.
1901, isn't it?
It's
Right now,
1901.
Ah.
Yeah.
20th century is the 1900s.
We got that. Let's go, baby. We got that.
How
one.
many states
The 20.
made up the United States before Alaska and Hawaii? This is easy.
Well, then
48. You know
48.
this is math. The largest number that can be pronounced with a single syllable is what?
The largest number that can pronounce with a single syllable would be
Piss
9,
like a motherfucker.
No. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Trillionaire.
It's 12.
12. Yeah, 12. Because then 13, 14, 12, yeah.
You got to give me a second. I got to pee.
Oh my God.
Hey, I think your phone was dying.
So we could do the crumbs while he's away.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, mine was just yours because you held the door for a lady with a mask. You got to do it better. You got to do a better job. No.
I'm living my best life while everybody else is freaking out. So
He's freaking out. We're just doing things properly. So that's all. That's it. It's just proper mechanics right now.
Yep, and I'm a nice guy. I'd hold doors for everybody.
You're not a nice guy.
I know.
What I'm saying is you swing it open. You give her the opportunity to catch it.
Coming from the guy who's scared to get out of the car.
Well, I'm being told to stay home. So
I will land on everyone.
for being a good guy, but then a bad guy at the same time.
Holy fuck.
I will land on everybody's favorite fucking asshole. The only reason I'm even giving him the time of day is Gabe Kaplan. I mean, anybody guys
All right, we're back.
playing video games and to try to get better as a better manager. He's my fucking crumb.
My crumb
We're back. And we're skipping forward because I think my phone's about to die. I know
my
this
crumb
the
is
greatest
Ryan
fun for
Brodo
everybody,
for
but
not
we're trying to see
including
how
me
everybody does.
in the thumbnail.
All right.
Wow.
Fourth grade.
F you, Brodo.
Skipping to fourth grade math. Let's go.
Good. We got him.
If a train leaves the station and travels at 60 kilometers per hour, how much time will it pass when it arrives at a station 300 kilometers away? So 60 kilometers an hour, how much time will pass when it arrives at a station 300 kilometers?
5 hours. 5 hours away.
5 hours. 5 hours, correct. The interior angle of a triangle always sum to what? The interior angles of a triangle always sum to what?
I never did these ones well.
48.
Isn't that interior angles? Isn't it 100?
180.
180.
Let's go.
180.
Let's go, baby.
That's correct. You have 20 pairs of shoes. You have 20 pairs of shoes, but there's only room in your closet for 8 shoes. How many shoes do you have to get rid of?
How many individual shoes at? 24.
You have 20 pairs of shoes.
24.
There's only room in your closet for 8 shoes. How many shoes
24.
do you have to get rid of?
24.
Incorrect. It's 32.
12, and then you go by 2. 24.
No, 20 pairs of shoes, and you can only fit 8. You can only fit 8 shoes.
You can only do 8 individual shoes.
See, I didn't get that one. Okay.
Not 8 pairs, 8 shoes. Yeah, you fucked up there. That's all.
Pairs. So 24 was right in the wheelhouse. Damn.
Yeah.
Ready? Solve the following equation.
Gone. He's gone.
Yo, snap that right there. Snap that. Somebody snap that.
Catching flies. Oh my God, catching flies. Look at that.
I got him.
Tommy goes, I got him.
Got him.
Dude, he's gonna get tortured with that catching flies. Look at that. Catch more flies with honey.
I think his phone died. That's probably what happened because that's not like an internet glitch. That's a phone dying.
That's great. I already got it right. You're not beating me to this one. You're not taking all. All right. I already got it.
What the hell's my
this one? All right, boys. That was fun. We got our crumbs out. We crushed it. What are you?
Yeah, holy shit, dude.
We did better than I thought.
Yeah, we did.
Me too. Crushed it. Fam, thanks for chiming in and staying with us. A ton of fun.
We crushed the draft too when you were taking a leak, Tom. We did well.
I heard it. I was listening.
Late rounds, we did well.
Give me right extra credit. I said, sweet. Yeah. He went to the 4. This is freaking phenomenal. I got 4 of these names I like too. Right?
I was like, why are you taking a piss? Let's go 4. Yeah, that was awesome. Good shit, boys. Be safe. You guys are my boys. Be safe.
Later, fam. You guys are great out there. Stay safe. We out.
Everybody. Later.